Before we get into the show, James, you can't jump too far ahead here. We got to talk about what was going on in the world of wrestling around that time.
Okay, let me know.
With the Observer notes, Tony, of course, yes. And I got my Observer.jv here.
That's so sick.
And I'm going to take a look at them. The Wrestling Observer newsletter, October 4th, 2010. We don't have too much here, by the way, because this era of wrestling sucked absolute fucking ass.
Yeah, 2010 was the trenches, man. I'm sorry.
Horrible time. What do you mean, come on, Tony? What'd you like about 202010?
This is when James came back to wrestling. He
Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, look at where we are now, man.
Yeah,
I gotta
you're right,
do this shit.
I don't hear it.
I thought this was an interesting thing just because I feel like this is a little close to home here. This was from a Dragon Gate show that was running in Milwaukee. The second weekend show was nearly a disaster. The guy who was supposed to supply the ring canceled on them, and they didn't know about it. So at the last minute, they had to call around, and finally, it wasn't easy, used a ring by Rashay Brown. All the wrestlers worked together to set it up, and the show only started 90 minutes late. It could have been a lot worse. The Dragon Gate guys had said they would go to the store and buy padding and work matches without a ring and start working on ideas.
90 minutes is, for an indie show, is pretty solid.
It's all, that's fucking very impressive.
It is super impressive.
I was reading that and I just got PTSD. Just sitting in that parking lot. I remember that horrible.
Look, guys, what you soon. It'll be all right.
The worst Friday is what it was.
Yep.
TNA news here. Kurt Angle has been talking more and more about doing maybe one more year of active wrestling and moving into acting. He did agree to terms to do the next year in TNA. It's funny that in the middle of a storyline where if he loses he has to retire, that he puts on Twitter that he signed a 1-year contract extension.
Oh, no.
Twitter in 2010 was way different, though.
Holy fuck, yeah. That was
That's like
getting blocked by Matt Hardy.
Yeah, that was a way different world back then.
Oh, entirely different. You could just, there was one time they did like a Q&A thing with Taryn Terrell, and I tweeted asking if she was a lizard. I don't remember why.
That's
and regarding Sting, whose deal expires at the end of the month, the situation is very similar every year. Sting usually enters the year with the mentality that this will be the last year of his career, and then at the end of the year, Dixie Carter pushes him to commit for one more year. It's been described that he's never been less interested than he is now, but the money he gets is very good, which is $500,000 per year. And his schedule, he works no house shows and limited dates overall, isn't hard, and it's an impossible deal to turn down. So Sting was trying to fucking get out of there for a while.
He's trying to check out 2010, and he's still
because they had
2022.
Yeah,
he was checking out because he got that big money deal coming up. You know what I mean?
What was that? Which one is that?
The one where he goes and loses to Triple H.
No. We don't talk about that shit here, man.
We were there live. We saw it live.
When you saw that happen live, was it like, because, the match was like a bunch of running and stuff. I know how wrestling can feel different in person, so maybe the crowd or everyone around you was like as excited and stuff, but like, were you guys like bummed immediately?
No way. No, we were not bummed. We were
high-fiving.
We were drinking.
That's crazy.
We were drinking, going crazy. That shit was funny as hell.
We still
Nash.
We got to saw, we got to see Nash and Hall and fucking X-Pac, and it's just fun as fuck.
James looked over at me and goes, you know how funny it'd be if Sting actually lost?
Oh, no.
Beer in one hand, we're chilling. Yeah, it was a good night.
Because of you.
Triple H said, I did it for that guy out there.
The glasses. The October 11th, 2010 Observer. In AAA video game news, the Lucha Libre AAA Heroes del Ring game for Wii has been moved to a November release. The Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of the game came out on October 12th as scheduled. The plans to offer a free masks for those who pre-order the game was changed because of fear that children may put the mask on and suffocate. Slang, the company behind the game, contacted retail outlets to make sure there's no more marketing of the free mask for pre-orders and are looking to come up with a new pre-order item. I'm gonna let you know now, they didn't come up with fucking shit, and I was pissed that I didn't get my fucking mask.
Oh, that sucks.
Me and Slip still talk about that to this day. That because I think it was like
just gave up on
Octagon.
it?
They just fucking never. They like advertised it. I feel like I only found out they weren't giving the masks out for the pre-order when I went to GameStop to get the game. They were like, "Oh yeah, we don't got those. Sorry about that." I said, "What the fuck,
Maybe
man?"
that GameStop just screwed you.
Well, I don't think anybody got them, honestly. I don't think it ever, I think it might have got held up at, customs, and they just never brought them over or something like that. Yeah. I think it was something fucked up,
you better go fucking find them.
Yeah, it was La Parca, I think, Octagon, And maybe a couple, maybe like Dr. Wagner. Yeah, I want a La Parka mask, man. Give me that shit.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Did you guys play that game, the AAA game?
I watched you play it.
What'd you think of me playing it?
Thought it was all right. It just looked like the TNA Impact game.
It's it's so weird because I played it and I was like super excited because I was like, oh, fucking, Lucha Libre game. This is, and I knew it played like the TNA game, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a sweet, flippy, cool version, even better version, maybe the TNA game. But like the AAA game is like a slower version of the Impact game, which
Oh, really?
Slower.
Doesn't make any sense.
yeah, like
Doesn't
it's
make any
fucking-
sense for Lucha Libre.
They run slower, like it's super weird. Like the pace is slower. I still to this day can't believe that. The story mode is fun though. And when you load the game
It's a
up,
story
the park
mode in
dances for
AAA.
you.
You become Suicide. they just copied it.
Suicida is what you become.
Suicide.
It's the story mode. I think there's like branching paths where like every path Conan betrays you. He just turns
Classic.
on you. Conan says fuck you and kills you.
That's awesome.
You can go to hell. Yeah.
I'm glad
but the game
Conan's
also,
in it. That's cool.
Conan's in it. The roster is actually kind of sweet. Jack Evans is in it too.
Oh, that's nice. Is it Do-Rag Jack Evans?
Don't think so. He has the pants, but he doesn't have the
big
do-rag.
pants, no do-rag though.
Big pants, no do rag. Yeah, which
Oh.
is that was.
He's like a half
turning
power.
point. The game also had light tubes.
Did it?
Yeah, which was
That's
cool.
awesome.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Dr. Wagner Jr., Judas Macias is in this. Jack Evans, Kenzo Suzuki, Conan La Parka, Psychosis. I think fucking Mark Jindrak is in this game.
What the?
You know what's
'Cause he was
crazy is
ro-
I guess
He was rocking AAA at that time.
yeah, I was
think.
about to say a lot of those guys, a lot of those luchadors aren't like signed to like WWE or anything, or they're not legend
Yeah.
deals or anything. So you could make like a luchador game with assets of like La Parka and
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, why not?
You do that now still.
Yeah, you could do that now. Yeah, if you were like if
Yeah,
you made like a
yeah.
wrestling game and you needed like a license, just go get like a AAA license or something. They got like legends up the
They got-
wazoo over there.
Forever. Yeah, you're right. No kidding.
And you could partner with probably
Uh,
some Japanese companies too. I'm sure they'd love to be in the game. Like
Yeah,
if
probably.
you partner with CMLL, I bet you could get like some Japanese company because they partner with a bunch of Japanese companies.
Yeah, I mean, look at we talk about it. When did we talk about? Oh, it was when we watched SGH, the fucking King of Coliseum games, and a bunch of those Japan games at the time were just like 10 different companies in Japan, just their full rosters in the fucking games.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
pretty
like,
cool actually.
Yeah, we should write that down. Actually,
I was looking up the AAA game for Wii. It's $130 if you want to buy it new.
holy fuck!
I don't want to play anything on the Wii.
Yeah, I know. Must
If
be
it's
a
not
rare
the
one.
it's not the fucking bowling game. Get it out of my face.
Did you play any of the WWE games on the Wii at all?
I watched somebody play SmackDown
With the-
versus Raw. With the
you could do the
entrances.
entrance.
Yeah. I thought that was
That's
that was pretty
awesome.
interesting actually.
That
yeah.
is fucking cool. I think it's the only wrestling game that has like an ambulance match too, and like thumbtacks.
Yeah, the
Whoa.
thumbtacks are crazy.
Yeah,
I
that's
definitely
fucking-
wouldn't want to play it, but it's cool to watch people do the entrances and stuff. Like it's
You
not
know
something
what?
like I would be too interested in doing, but
I definitely bought them like out of the past couple years to play it, and I don't think I ever did, probably because I didn't want to play shit on the Wii.
yeah, I don't want to play nothing on the Wii.
And more TNA news here. Hogan scored a legal victory over Post Foods for their TV commercial with Bulk Boulder as a character who certainly looked a lot like an 80s Hulk Hogan, which was produced without Hogan's consent, and the settlement terms were keeps confidential, but the ad called Coco Smashdown has been pulled. You better fucking not
Wait,
use that,
what, dude?
Yeah.
Bulk Boulder has nothing to do. That has more to do with Horace Hogan than it does Hulk Hogan.
You're right.
Come on, man.
Fuck you, dude.
Wasn't John
Post
Cena in that
Foods.
bulk boulder commercial?
Who?
John Cena? Didn't they do a bulk boulder with John Cena? Was that
Maybe.
a
Oh,
thing?
did that? Is that that'd be even
They just
crazy?
went with
It
that
was like a-
instead.
I know
Who's this
John
jabroni with me?
John Cena did a wrestling tie-in with Fruity Pebbles or something. I think bulk boulder was around then. I don't
Cut
know.
the fucking lawsuit, dude. John Cena's doing it. It's gonna be me.
I'll be Bulk Boulder, brother. This is a fun one. TNA did drug testing several weeks back, and wrestlers did fail tests. They were told that they failed tests, and then there was no disciplinary action
That's
or
what I'm saying. What they
suspensions
even
of
do
it.
it for?
They did drug tests and said, "Yeah, you're on drugs."
Yeah, what are y'all
Get on
gonna,
out there.
What are you gonna do about it? If there's,
Oh,
a,
yeah?
there's a problem. How you gonna solve it?
Yeah, you're gonna solve that. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that that's ridiculous. Test them and yup.
Yeah,
you're
you know what?
on
That's
drugs.
funny. That's probably the most TNA thing ever. Is because everybody's like TNA should test their guys. So
Yes.
they did, and they said, "Okay, bye."
Well,
Yeah, we tested them. We followed the rules.
They are
we test
tested.
them. They're all on drugs. So what do you want from us, man?
Yeah, we're moving on now.
It says the monitoring of the test was said to not be at the WWE level where you have someone watching you and your pants have to be below your knees and shirt above your nipples to make sure you aren't sneaking someone else's
Like
urine into
Butters
the
taking a
dustbin.
piss.
Dude, that's what they do in WWE.
You look like Butters taking a piss at the urinal.
They just have somebody stand there watching you Butters piss with your shitty little
Hey,
dick.
brother. Take your little pants down, dude.
It's all good.
Lift your little shirt, dude. And now
Let me see your little jabroni.
pee in the urinal, dude. Or me and Bulk Boulder and John Cena are gonna kick your fucking ass, dude.
We're gonna sue you.
Break your
Collectively.
little penis out, dude.
You're pissing clean, dude. I need to give you some drugs.
Do you
Take
want to
some of this
know
crack.
how I got through 8 surgeries, dude?
No, not yet, bro.
Penile enlargement surgery, brother.
Not yet, dude. Not yet.
Last couple pieces here. The Observer from October 18th. This is just ratings of the show. The heavily pushed live Impact on 10/7 did a 1.33 rating and 1.73 million viewers, one of the highest ratings the show has done this year. The show did a 1.0 in males in 1834 and 1.22 in males 35 to 49. Both numbers will be well above normal levels, and it was number 8 on cable for the night. So this
This episode?
live imp. Yes, this episode that we watched was watched by a lot of people.
You know what's crazy? Ratings were up, and then they were drastically down.
They
Ratings were up, and they're drastically down. Buy rates were never up.
buy rates were like always bad for them, weren't they?
They were not bad in 2009. I'll tell you that much.
You're right. Fucking hell. So let's get into TNA Impact October 7th, 2010.
All right, so we start TNA Impact here with a. Well, I would say it's a.
This
I don't know if it's a. What do you would call this? A segment?
it's a backstage but not backstage segment, and it is long and weird.
Tedious. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking what is this?
So Abyss has Dixie Carter handcuffed, and he is
To
dragging her.
himself.
Yeah. So wrist to wrist. In
Yeah.
Abyss, because for some reason he had to handcuff Dixie Carter. I mean, Abyss is
He couldn't just grab
Just
her.
grab her.
Yeah.
Abyss has Dixie Carter handcuffed, and he is dragging her through the soundstage. And
Yelling at
Abyss
everyone.
is yelling specifically at Dixie. He's almost like coaching her in how to act. Cry, Dixie. Let me see
Cry
a
for
tear, Dixie. Act for the love of God. Are you scared of me,
Line.
Dixie?
Line.
Hello.
He's also carrying the nail bat as well
Janice.
as another weapon that I'm unfamiliar with that I learn about here.
Yeah, that is true.
yeah.
Because he killed RVD recently. For people who don't
killed
He
know,
murdered RVD with Janice.
He murdered, yes, Tony, with Janice, which is the
nail
baseball bat
bat.
with
Spiky
nails in
board.
it.
The spiky
Nail-
board.
Maybe
it's-
not
yeah.
baseball bat.
It's a 2x4.
board.
It's like it's a
Yeah,
2x4
yeah.
painted black, I think, right?
with
Yeah.
nails in it.
with
Yeah,
nails.
yeah.
He killed RVD, and then he
Literally killed him. There's blood everywhere. He was dead. They
it
put
was
him
a
in an
murder
ambulance.
scene.
don't worry about that, dude. 8 surgeries, and you will be just okay,
No,
brother.
not the 8 surgeries yet. We're not at the 8 surgeries
Okay, well, we're
yet.
very close.
We're
So,
very close.
Abyss tells Dixie that he is taking her where they want him to take her.
Them.
They,
Specifically,
they,
They, I'm sorry,
them.
you're right. They, them,
Yes.
that
They
they
have
them want to
They,
take
them
her.
stable.
They want to take Dixie Carter.
Yes.
Abyss drags Dixie out into the impact zone, and we get to see part of the impact zone we don't see very often.
Yeah, it's
There is, for some reason,
right-
a truss set up in the background. What is that for?
You think is it connected to the stage or is that the spot the commentators are at?
No, this is behind. This is like behind the
yeah,
ring, behind hard camera.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
don't know what that was.
They just had some extra shit. I put that up.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty sweet entranceway. You think that was like the what we did the thing on it with Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt where they were all wheels wrestling.
Oh, yes.
You think that was something to do with
maybe.
all wheels wrestling or something?
Oh, was that 2010 as well?
I think it was around that time. I don't know if it was 2010 specifically.
Holy fuck.
It
But
was
it could have
It was filmed in
2011.
June of 2011. So
Okay, all right.
they were building it in
They were building the
preparation
set
for the-
in the soundstage. Well, Abyss says on 10/10/10 they will arrive and take total control.
Dude, they walk forever, by the way, before they get out there. Like, he practically walks her from one end of the building all the way to another and then out to this area that we're talking about here. And just talking, they,
Cry.
and then, yeah.
Be scared.
He smells Dixie's hair and he says, Abyss is cutting a promo in the crowd, no microphone.
Say it smells like shit, dude.
What the fuck is, what? The fans are chanting, like, you suck at him. He's cutting this promo, but I don't know if anyone can hear him.
Nobody in the crowd can hear any of this.
No, they can't.
Abyss also headbutts Dixie in the face.
By accident,
yeah, covers her face.
That was
all
a
around.
receipt. receipt for the booking.
Fuck you, man. And Abyss says, they wanted me to ask you one last question, and that is, do you prefer Janice or Bob? I don't remember Bob at all.
Janice? Bob? Who are you people?
What is Bob? Is it a
It's
trust piece? What is this?
It looked like a branding iron or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, like a poker or a branding iron.
Well,
or something
someone
like
in the crowd during this whole thing is going, RVD, RVD, RVD. Nobody can hear what they're saying. So Eric Bischoff, Gunner, and a bunch of TNA branded people
Gunner
come
Murphy,
out.
bro.
Murphy, how
diss
dare
my
you?
boy Murphy, bro. What are you doing
Yeah.
over here?
Murphy was there.
Murphy
Gunner
is
and
the other
Murphy,
one.
they were
That's
the
not
security.
Gunner.
They
The
were
other
security,
one. Who
Yeah,
are
man.
you people?
Gunner, Murphy, Janice, Bob.
God damn.
Goddamn.
So they come out, they want to stop Abyss. Like, hey, don't kill Dixie Carter.
He's threatening to kill her. D'Lo and Al Snow are also here now, by the way.
Oh, that's just great. So Abyss, he adheres by Eric Bischoff in the TNA brand. He unhandcuffs Dixie and he backs off. And Eric says, cut the damn cameras. Somebody cut the damn cameras.
shit off.
Cut the fucking cameras off.
And guess what? They don't do it.
Nobody listens.
They don't.
As
And then
usual,
somebody
Tony.
in the yeah. That's it. Typical fucking shit. Then somebody in the front row also says, cut it. And Bischoff points at him and he says, shut up.
I say that.
So yeah, Bischoff just very politely just says, calm down, let her go. And Abyss just does it. And then Simon Diamond, D'Lo Brown, and Al Snow take Dixie Carter away.
That's Pat Kenny. I don't know who Simon Diamond is.
Sorry about that.
Never
So
heard of him.
nobody like smartened. Okay, well I was gonna say no one smartened Dixie up, but that's true.
No.
Yeah,
But she,
if you don't like this company, pack your bags and get out
if
of
you
here.
don't
Fuck
like
off.
this company, you can get out of here.
There's a lot of changes coming.
There's a
Jeff
lot
Hardy
of
even more
changes.
money.
Got Samoa Joe said, "I'm about to leave. I don't want to be
this.
here, man."
Yeah.
But Dixie Carter couldn't put two and two together. That as of 2010, that now more people have come in the company, and now you're going to die. So maybe it's those people. You think
Nah.
like. No, okay.
No.
Eric
Absolutely
Bischoff
not.
asked the unhinged Abyss to unhandcuff Dixie, and he
And he
goes,
just does it?
I think I'll do it.
Why would Dixie have any reason to not trust Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan?
Hey, Eric Bischoff is a big baby face here, all right? He's a good guy.
Anyways,
Is he?
the Wolfpack's here. Sting, Kevin Nash, and the Pope.
The band, bro. The band.
Bischoff gets in the ring. Sting's music hits. Pope, Nash, and Sting are out here. Sting is in a TNA Affliction shirt.
TNA Affliction shirt Sting. And Eric Bischoff's going to run him down.
Eric is going to run them all down, actually.
This is insane. Yeah.
Except
so-
Eric Bischoff gets on his headset and he's talking to a producer for some reason.
What was
I
that
don't know
about? Oh, is that the here or is that later?
No,
Well,
he
that's
gets
here when
it
Sting
when he
comes
steps
out.
in the ring. So he steps in the ring with a little
He does it
headset.
later, too.
why. Yeah, he does it later too as well.
Because
Yeah.
he wanted to go to commercial and no one's fucking listening. So now,
Cut the fucking show,
so
man.
now it's time to go to Channel 2 and someone's going to hear me scream.
Channel 2, where we go pee pee poo poo.
You will hear me screaming. So Sting, Kevin Nash, and the Pope, of course, the very
The Wolfpack.
popular, the band.
The Natural Born Thrillers.
This is
Coach Nash is here.
this is wow. It's
I'm waiting for you.
Go on. Pontificate.
it's giving mid.
It's serving dog shit.
TNA, if you're broke, just say that.
So they have Pope talk here
Oh my God!
about nothing. He
Last
says
week, Daddy, I
nothing.
looked you well in the eyes. I tell him you're no good son of a Bischoff.
Yeah, son of a Bischoff. But you can't be a no good son of a Bischoff if you're running this horse and pony show on your own.
What the fuck?
I can tell you that the black hats, the white hats, this is going to be revealed soon. Fucking, he says, while Abyss might not be the smartest monster under your bed.
Does this monster?
He had one thing right. That BFG 10-10-10, the walls are going to come crashing down, and Pope is telling you they're going to fall on you. Bischoff said, I respect you, but what the fuck are you talking about,
He
dog?
does say that, but what the hell are you talking about?
Dude,
I have no idea what you're talking about, dog. What are you saying?
this is crazy.
Smartest monster under your bed.
So Bischoff said, Pope, please just back away for a minute. Sting,
Fuck off, dude.
Sting, come here for a minute. Let's figure this segment out, Sting. Come here.
Yeah, he said, listen, you have no idea what you're talking about, Pope. You're following these two around, but they're leading you around like a dog. And Pope goes, puts his hand in his face. And he says, you know what? I'm tired of talking to him. Maybe, Sting, you can talk to him.
Sting, come here.
Please save this segment, Sting.
Sting
Please, for
is
love
in
of
the
God.
Affliction TNA shirt under a jacket with
face
singlet
paint,
on.
Oh, is singlet on under it? You're right.
He's got the
Fuck.
pads on his knees, yeah.
Shit.
And Sting, of course, because as of 2010, the only thing Sting ever talked about in TNA was Hulk Hogan. That's all he ever talked about.
Yeah, you're right. It goes on forever, too.
Yes, it
I feel
lasts
like another year of
forever.
that.
So this is now, Bischoff says, okay, now whatever that was, this is about Sting and Hogan.
It's about Sting and Hogan is what he said.
He's stealing my shit. What the fuck?
I know.
So Sting walks up in his TNA shirt and he says, Hogan needs to get back in the ring. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's happening now?
No, dude.
Sting says it's about two men who took two different roads down two totally different paths, isn't it, Eric? Hogan took his and I took mine, but this is the end of the line. Is Hogan ready to put it all out there, Eric? When his true character is revealed, will he be ready to walk away? And Bischoff said, I don't got nothing to say to you, man. And then anyway, here comes Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe.
Fuck, man. TNA
This is a 2K
has,
cutscene.
TNA has like 10 of the most talented wrestlers in the company involved in an angle that goes nowhere and that no one
Sucks
fucking
ass.
cares about.
No.
God
Dog
damn it.
shit, man.
Where is Nigel McGuinness?
Nigel might actually, honestly, Nigel might be out with a concussion here.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Eric
There's
Bischoff
AJ
probably said, you
Styles.
have a concussion. He said, no, I do not. He said, you do have a concussion.
Gaslit him. We're gonna concussion test you. Oh, you fucking failed.
They didn't even do anything. He just walked away. You failed.
you, you definitely have a concussion and you're on drugs. Get out there. Get out there right
Jarrett
now.
and Samoa Joe. Joe down here in fucking TNA shirt.
Damn it.
Oh, everybody's in a fucking TNA shirt. This is crazy.
And Bischoff says, guys, don't do it. You don't gotta do it. No.
What
don't do
were
it.
they
I'll
gonna
handle
do?
this. What were they gonna? Yeah, were they gonna jump?
2-on-3 assault on the band.
Bischoff says, let me handle this. And they just back down. And Bischoff says, you want to talk about character? What's going to fill that big black hole that your ego's trying to fill? You want Hogan? Well, maybe you don't know what the rest of the world knows. What is that? What is Sting in a fucking box? He does, like everyone knew that
He
this
has
was
no
going
idea.
on?
He's a dumbass, yeah.
Steve Borden knew.
Yeah, okay. You're challenging a guy that is in intensive care as we speak? You don't believe me? Take a look at this. And they go to the TNA Tron, and it's a video of Hulk Hogan smiling, very happy, sitting in a wheelchair.
Don't put that thing in my penis, dude.
He's in a hospital bed,
And then he
Bischoff
falls
says,
asleep.
he falls asleep. He's very okay. He's fine. Bischoff says that's the 8th surgery he's had.
The 8 surgery.
8 surgeries had this year. What the fuck? He's getting weekly surgeries.
This reminds me of Step Brothers. He's like, is he asbestos that did it? He just died last night.
Hogan peacefully dies on screen. Don't you feel bad now, Sting? You fucking asshole.
Come here.
Challenging a dead man.
Come here, brother. I need to kiss my daughter, dude. Around the lips.
Jimmy Hart, I need you to wheel me to the hospital for the 6th time this week. Okay, Daddy. Jimmy Hart was there, by the way.
Jimmy, make sure they don't touch my penis when I'm under, dude.
Keep all that out of my ass, brother. Only work on my...
Make sure there's no drug tested here, dude.
If they're touching my penis, make sure they make it bigger.
You think it was like drug testing time and Hogan just gets surgery?
Oh my God. Hogan checks himself in the hospital so he didn't have to get drug tested. Sorry, dude, I got diverticulitis of the penis.
I gotta get my meniscus fixed. Bro, you don't even have a meniscus anymore. I gotta get it fixed again.
My liver is elevated.
We're doing drug testing for the next 3 days. Brother, I have 8 surgeries in the next 3 days. Holy shit.
Sorry, dude, Dr. Pepper won't let me be here.
Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder, brother. Dr. Thunder, you're not going to touch my ass, brother. Only Dr. Pepper touches my ass. Dude.
Come kiss me on the lips, Brooke.
They got to drain my balls, dude.
Diverticulitis of the penis.
I'm sweating.
Oh, fuck.
Do you prefer Janice or Mom?
Don't touch my penis, dude. Bro, they show close up of Hogan's knee getting cut open and like.
It showed them cutting open Hulk Hogan's penis on the video.
This doesn't prove anything, by the way.
No, that couldn't have been me, dude. That's Brock Boulder.
This doesn't prove anything. Let's go see Hogan live right now. It's like a video package. Not even
Yeah,
true.
what? It's a fucking highlight reel of him getting his cock cut open.
Oh my. Yeah, that absurdly is diverticulitis of the penis. That's right, doctor. We're glad to remove
He's not
that.
going to make it.
He's not going to make it to the TNA drug test. Please tell Eric Bischoff.
Please tell them that Hulk Hogan has died.
He's died for the next 3 days. Make sure that they know that.
On the 3rd day, he will be risen.
Hulk Hogan will rise again on the 3rd day.
With a bigger penis.
And he will no longer have diverticulitis of the penis. And you can sign that off, Dr. Pepper.
It's like a piece of paper written in crayons.
I didn't write that, dude.
Oh my God.
It's Hulk Hogan scribbled out, Dr. Pepper.
Hulk Hogan definitely is sick. Can't make it.
Yeah, I'm sick, all right, dude. Sick of this shit.
Oh, Bischoff makes it super serious though. He's like, yeah. Now
Yeah,
you
he's dying.
believe
Yeah, don't you feel
OBS?
bad? It's like when you make a your mom joke, but you're like, oh, my mom's dead. Oh, you want to fight Hogan? Well, he's fucking dying.
I used to do that. Yeah, my mom's dead. Oh, hold on, my mom's coming to pick
every
me
time.
up.
Absolutely.
I'll be
Your
right
mom
back.
really
My
dead?
mom's here.
No way. So they do this. They legit show this fucking video package of Hogan in the hospital getting his penis cut
cock
open.
getting cut open.
Jimmy Hart's watching in the background. Oh, man. Be careful with his penis, Daddy.
That's the moneymaker right there.
That's a 24-inch python, dude.
Let me touch that, dude.
This is the first 15 minutes of the show.
Oh my God. I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Oh,
And And everyone in the ring is concerned now. Sting has a concerned look. Nash, Pope, they're all like, "Oh man, that sucks, poor dude." And Bischoff says the doc says it's gonna be 6 weeks till he comes back. He's gonna be. Oh, sorry. The doctor says 6 weeks, and he's gonna be, limited what he can do. He can't get hit, and he can't jerk off his penis.
There's no way.
Bumps, brother.
Please keep that penis away. Oh, dude.
No problem, Daddy.
What about his ass?
What about his ass, Daddy?
Oh,
Holy shit! He's not even on the show.
He's in the video. He's in the video.
Shit, man.
Yeah. So Hogan can't get. Bischoff says. All right, so Bischoff says, "Listen, you guys want to kick my ass? The crowd pops huge. Have at it, because I don't give a damn. Yeah, fucking kill him, man." The crowd wants Bischoff to get fucking annihilated.
Yeah, of course.
And Bischoff says, "Bound for Glory, since I don't want to disappoint you, you want these two guys? You know, they're man enough to face you. We're going to make it a handicap match because you need it. It's going to be these three tough guys, which is Sting, Nash, and Joe, against Pope, against Jarrett and Joe." What?
This has got to be
what?
the
The
worst
fuck?
booking of all time. He says, "At our Bound for Glory biggest show of the year, we will do a handicap match.
Against the heels.
We will do that Sting and Pope versus Jared and Joe." And I'm thinking to myself, please, someone's got to tell Joe to leave now.
Dude, oh my, like, what the fuck? Like, why?
It's like three or four of their biggest draws too. Like Jarrett
Yeah,
and
stuck
Joe
all in a
and
fucking handicap
Sting,
match.
yeah.
That's
I'm assuming
crazy.
it's because they were like, oh, they want them to feel bad and they're going to not want to have the fucking match. But they have the match and they beat Jarrett and Joe.
Yeah, why would they not?
Like, no one is the third for Joe and Jarrett.
They got
beat
no
them.
friends.
They beat them in like 8 minutes.
Wow, okay.
Fuck you guys,
Surprised it
man.
went that long.
Nash looks super checked out here, by the way. He is super.
He's
This is not
later,
hustle.
Later
This
he's
is-
checked out as well. You could tell
Yes.
in the later in the match.
This is not hustle, Nash. This
No
is-
way. This is
He doesn't
I
even pick
live
up
an
the
hour.
microphone.
He lives an hour from the venue, Nash.
Yeah, fuck off.
Anyways, Mickie James is here.
Is this her debut?
Yeah, I guess
Or is this a return?
I
I
don't.
guess so.
They played
They
it
make it
as.
sound like it's her debut. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. I
Well,
was
she
like,
was
oh,
here,
shit,
I
okay.
guess. Technically, with CM Punk.
Oh, well, that was Alexis Lurie, of course.
Okay. Well, this is a debut for Mickie James, who
Looking fucking great.
first day on the job, call time is already a joke to Mickie James. So
The cameraman says, "Mickie James, what are you doing here in TNA?" And Mickie said, "That's a good question. I guess you'll have to wait and see." Hey, fuck you, man. I was just asking.
all right, then damn.
Damn, man. Fuck you, then.
We get a video package. It shows the recap of Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy for the TNA title, leading up into Bound
Yes.
for Glory.
I think it first happened at No Surrender, I think is what it was, or they were advertising No Surrender. And Kurt says, "Jeff is great, but he's not a champion. I'm a champion." And Jeff says, "I love Kurt Angle." All right, sorry about that.
Kurt Angle's kid loves Jeff Hardy too.
I'm sure everyone fucking loves Jeff Hardy. So their first match, I think, ended in a time limit draw. And then Dixie made a rematch for Impact with the winner facing Ken Anderson for the belt at Bound for Glory. Kurt put Jeff in a knee bar, and both of them got pinned.
Holy
Dixie
shit!
also said, this will have a finish. There will be no shenanigans.
Yeah,
we will
well.
know who's moving on, and then there's shenanigans,
Yeah.
and it's a double.
This
pin.
was
Okay.
that's a finish to me, brother.
Yeah,
God, knee bar, double shoulders down pin with both fucking Hebners pinning.
Yeah, the double
Damn
Hebner was
it.
crazy.
There's two
Damn it.
Hebners.
They were in their back for that one.
Who paid you, dude, for the surgery?
I got
need
an
to get
idea for this
surgery.
match, dude, and it's gonna work, brother.
So Bischoff announces Hardy, Anderson, and Angle triple threat for the title at the pay-per-view.
Yep, and I guess if you look at, what's crazy is like we're gonna talk about the buy rates a little later and all that.
Sure.
For whatever it's worth, the talent is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this roster is good.
They just didn't have what it takes anymore, dude.
No way, dude.
So pre-tape, the
yes.
Dudley Boys are standing in front of a Mr. Peanut sign talking about being the most hardcore team ever from New York mother trucking
in broad
city.
daylight, dude. Like, we're from New York mother trucking city. You're in broad daylight in Times Square. What the fuck? What's gonna happen to you, bro? He said, "This is where Team 3 was born, and at Bound for Glory, we make the biggest announcement of our careers and change tag team wrestling forever." What the fuck is the announcement? I don't even. Do you know?
I have no idea. I mean, they were IW.
They didn't do shit then.
They were IWGP champions like 6 months ago. So
Yeah, I
like,
guess so.
I mean, that's maybe the biggest.
They announced their retirement and then request their final match be against the Machine Guns.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's
Yeah.
probably where well, at least something happens because Bully Ray becomes a thing.
Yeah, they probably win the tag titles.
Yeah, probably. And then he betrays Devon immediately.
Yeah,
and then they
fuck
probably
you, man.
vacate him or something like that. It feels like a
Yeah.
TNA angle.
Some bullshit.
So after that, we move on to Tara and Madison Rayne versus Angelina Love and Velvet Sky.
What's that for?
This match is for the rights to the beautiful people name.
The brand, the big
And
name,
the
and
theme.
yes, and theme
There's
song.
no way
here.
this is trademarked or copyrighted by any of the people in the ring. You can just take it.
We could do it now.
Yeah, he's doing
what
what
are
There's
we
no
gonna
way.
do? What are
You
you gonna
can't
do about
copyright the
it?
beautiful people. I guarantee that's already copyrighted, trademarked
Yeah.
by someone else. Marilyn Manson, maybe.
Tara and Madison Rain come through on a
Marilyn
motorcycle.
Manson, baby. Yeah, you're right.
You know, that's a good point. That's a good fucking point.
Why was that not the theme song? The fucking beautiful people.
They
should-
go
well,
with the beautiful people. Ah.
If they were around when Billy Corgan comes in, it probably would have been.
Yeah, for like 3 weeks.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Because they get Decay, I think it's a Manson song, right?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
It didn't last very long.
Was it the Nobodies? Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, the nobody.
So yeah, Tara and Madison Rain come through on the motorcycle, and God bless you.
Tara smacks Madison Rain's ass and then they kiss on the lips. So I was like, they should probably win this match.
I'm watching, and these are the beautiful people right here. I'm watching them.
So the music never stops.
Yeah, they play the beautiful people theme, and they just keep it going for both entrances. They never stop it, which I thought was
like it.
yeah, it was cool.
I love that they explained this on commentary. Like we couldn't figure out. Like they're like, well, you guys know why the music didn't stop, right?
Why don't you tell him, Taz?
Yeah, why don't you let them know?
Taz says there was never a name or theme at stake before, but I don't think that's true. I think DX has done this many times.
I'm sure this
before.
has happened, quite a bit. I'm sure.
Probably a lot. Every time a stable
Wasn't
breaks
there a
up,
battle
actually.
for the Nation of Domination too, and like every state
Yeah,
ever.
D-Lo won
NWO
that
did
shit.
it. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah, really. Well, that didn't count, brother.
Well, Tara and Madison Rain interrupt Velvet. She didn't even get to let the pigeons loose.
No, man.
Who is
they
booking
damn
this
it.
shit?
Fucking
Come
bullshit.
on, man.
Yeah,
You're telling
they
me
glommed her.
in a match for the rights of the beautiful people name with 2 teams of beautiful people that only goes 3 minutes, you couldn't let Velvet do the one thing that got her over?
I thought that Tara and Madison were going to just do their entrance, but they did not.
No, they
They
had
just
their
did
own
their own
ass
shit.
smacking kiss on the lips entrance with a motorcycle. They're ready to take the beautiful people to the next
beautiful
level.
people. Yeah. Beautiful people 2000.
They were ready to take it to that next level.
By the way, Slick Johnson, the referee here, full pants. Fuck you, man.
Holy
Fuck
shit, I
you.
wrote that down too.
What the
As I read
hell?
this Bischoff
Fuck you,
era
man.
makes me fucking sick. I can't believe he made him put pants on.
That's why this company's in the damn shape it's in, because of bullshit like this, man. Put this man in shorts.
How do you have Slick Johnson in pants? Man, what was this, WCW?
Yeah, dumbass.
So Madison Rain snapmares Angelina Love at the start and tries to pin her just straight off the snapmare. Nothing else, just snapmare, bam, pin. That's
Well,
all right. Well, this is rocking.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't make.
Miss Tessmacher is on the stage now. This is literally
Yes.
the Miss Hancock gimmick. Literally, exactly.
She's on the stage taking notes. You're actually on it. Well,
Miss
yeah.
Tessmacher, Miss Hancock. She's got
Does,
the pen and paper.
does Miss Hancock ever get any power in WCW, or is she just a girl that's there with a paper?
She got fake
Tessmacher is
impregnated by Buff Bagwell.
This is where the power lies.
I forgot about that shit. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's fucked up.
Well, Angelina Love hits the fucking franchiser.
Dude, I wrote all caps. Angelina hits the bareback.
It's the bareback franchiser.
That's crazy, man.
Someone hit their fucking music. They just won.
Got the fucking music, man. Dude, Taz says he talked to Brother Ray, and Brother Ray wouldn't tell him what his announcement was, and that was all. That was the end of the sentence.
All right,
So thank you. Well, you can go out to Matt. You can go out to New York, middle of the day, and find the Dudley Boys.
It's like when you do. Is it? I think it's Shut Your Mouth when you run around and you can run outside to WWF New York and find Val Venus standing.
What are you doing out here, buddy?
Don't you think you should be at the show? No, dude.
So Angelina Love and Velvet Sky hit the
Dude.
worst version of total elimination that's ever existed.
I was astonished that not only was this a thing they did, but it was the finish.
It can't be a thing they did a lot because I don't remember it.
I don't either, because I would have remembered this, because this is offensive to me.
Yeah, this is just, I don't even
They
know.
do a very light, it's like light attack, high and low, like just a kick, just like a kick to the leg and a kick to the chest, very light, and Tara bumps and gets pinned. I think it was Tara, right?
Yeah, Tara goes under, and like she's like a name for them. Like she gets pushed pretty hard over the next few years.
Yeah.
She's fucking Victoria, man. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
right. And this is like a beautiful people match for like there's at least a story here.
Sure.
It goes 3 fucking minutes and it ends with the total elimination fake style.
Even calling it total, it's like that. Yeah, it's slight elimination.
Total bullshit. It's what it's called.
Yeah, complete horseshit. Whatever. Beautiful people W. They get the rights to the beautiful people stuff that they already had.
Well, Miss Tessmacher grabs the mic and
Holy hell.
Miss Tessmacher grabs the mic, and then first off she says, "You guys are in a fatal 4-way match at Bound for Glory." The crowd is chanting, "What? What?"
Oh, they're total what treatment.
What?
Yeah. She has to explain what a fatal 4-way is and explain that they are not in a tag match.
Yeah, by the way, also during the match itself, Taz was like, "I think they're in like a fatal 4-way at Bound for Glory." Tessmacher says, "That's a good idea, actually. I think I'm gonna write that down."
Brooke says, this won't be a tag match. This is not the BFF club. We're not here to make friends and play dress up or play ring around the rosy with our Barbie dolls. This is the knockouts division. Like that was never their thing. Was that?
You
So,
know,
I don't
you're
know.
right. That was never the knockouts thing.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I guess maybe because she was like, "Oh, it's the beautiful people just
shit? Yeah,
they're probably
maybe.
just feuding over bullshit." And Tim Tessmacher's like,
Sure.
"Why,
No, dude, I have to tell him. No
I have
part of
this-
bullshit here, brother.
I have the spirit of giant Baba in me, and I fucking refuse for you to bullshit around in this ring."
Fuck you, dude.
He came in.
She-
You're gonna stop doing that Barbie bullshit.
Hogan comes into the company. The knockouts are rocking. You girls need to get it together. Take this shit serious. AJ Styles, you got something, kid. You might. AJ's the world champion.
You're right. That
You're a
is
future
like
star, brother.
Hogan did say that about AJ. So he's a future star. He's like a Grand Slam triple-time
7-time
champion,
world champion.
current world champion right now. Sting just put him over big style.
Yeah. Brooke says, to ensure each one of you skanks plays by my rules, I'll be signing a special guest referee. And hardcore country. Here comes Mickie James.
Hardcore Country is a crazy song.
It is a fucking wild ass song.
Great song.
Great song.
I was there for the music video, bro.
Fuck, you were. God, keep forgetting
That's
that
so
story.
crazy.
Maybe it was another song she did, but I definitely was there for a Mickie James music video.
This was at a TNA show, right?
Yeah, they filmed one of her music videos at a TNA show. It must have been the song after Hardcore Country, whatever she was doing at that time.
Was it like before the show, during,
It
after?
was during the show. Like I think she was on the stage and like they had someone in the ring and out of there like crane shots and a bunch of other stupid stuff going
Did
on.
they say
Crane
shut
shots
the
are
fuck up?
awesome.
Yeah. Did they say shut the fuck up while Mickie James is performing or what?
No, it was like a bunch of people from Universal Studios that came to the theme park. They don't care about wrestling. They'd rather see this shit.
Did she sing or did they just play the song and she lipped it?
They played the song like music video style, trying to
Oh,
film
shit.
a music video. Yeah.
Yeah. You should.
That's crazy.
Damn. You think we can see you in it?
Fuck, I don't know. What was the song? I can't
Tony's got his
remember.
shirt off, waving his shit in the sky. Woo! Hardcore country. Now Tony's in the back, shirt off, waving it. Holy diver. I love this
Fuck,
song.
I don't know, man. She's got a lot of songs. Was it
I know, what's
Grown
the
Ass
one?
Woman?
What's the music video she did? Maybe it
Pissed?
was Hardcore Country.
What
I
about
don't
Left,
know.
Right, Left? Or
I don't
give a.
know.
Bop it. Spin it. That's my favorite one.
Maybe I Just Want to Do My Thing. Maybe it was that one, Tony.
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, Mickie James, in her, I guess you could call this debut, Mickie James
Yes,
says she will be the first woman to hold every single prestigious women's championship known to womankind. Now
Victoria's
that
right there.
is epic.
She does. Oh my god!
Mickie
Now that's
James.
epic.
Fucking
No.
2010 drops the. Now that's epic.
That you've just been pwned.
I love how Mickie James makes her debut with TNA and says, "I held all the prestigious titles in other companies that were better than this."
All the belts are here. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot.
So that is
Yeah,
that match for Bound for Glory.
She pretty much just says, "Hey, I'm gonna be the ref, but whoever I raise the hand of, I'm gonna fucking kill
I'm
you."
just gonna kick
and
your
you
fucking
fuck you.
ass. How about that?
Yeah, and now that's epic.
And Tara said, "I got a spider. I got a spider." That's one of her songs.
Tony was there for that one as well.
Whatever her theme was.
So Mick Foley pre-tape. He's selling another book.
Might not be pre-tape. I actually don't know.
Was this one live?
It could be live. I'm
Yeah,
not
we
too
actually
sure
don't know.
He's in Boston, Massachusetts, allegedly, but they don't
Live.
say, like, they don't say, yeah, he's live there now. They don't say there was, like, earlier this week or when this was, but he's on his Countdown to Lockdown book tour. Mick Foley and his fucking books, man.
Mick was always selling a book, man. I mean, ever
The
since
Booker, man.
1999, Mick Foley's been selling a book. I can't believe, you know, because when Mick came into the company, I think he was pretty adamant. He's like, I don't really want to wrestle.
He was hurt still. He was, like, fucked. So, yeah, he probably didn't want to do shit like that. He probably wanted to be the GM.
Yeah, so I can't even believe they got him to. Well, one, they had him win the title. They had him win the TNA title. Second,
I was there.
I can't believe that they did Foley versus Flair Last Man Standing. I can't believe.
On TV.
Yeah, none of this is like, I mean, and it ended up being pretty damn cool, but I just can't believe like they were both like, yeah, all right, I'm fucking bleed.
Yeah, yeah, they must have. It actually is kind of crazy. Like Flair and Foley's a pretty big match. They just gave it on TV and they did a lot.
Foley versus Flair was like a story beat to get to Fortune 4 in a lockdown
cage.
match. Yeah, the lethal
Lockdown.
lockdown.
You are right. It was just a little story.
That's
beat.
crazy. It should have been the opposite.
That's, yeah, that's crazy.
They
The
should have
blow
built
should
towards
be
that
Foley and
match,
Flair. Yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, he's on his tour. He says, take a look at my book. It'll make my publisher happy. Fuck you, man.
I don't want to hear about no more books, man.
He says, right now my mind is 2 days away from one in the Impact Zone. I will be live, and I'll be taking on the greatest wrestler of all time in a match that I asked for, Last Man Standing. And if memory serves me correct, Ric Flair made a promise that if I were to beat him, he'd kiss my ass on national TV, and that's a promise I expect him to keep. Ric Flair, I'm going to be the last man standing, and you're going to kiss this big ass.
All right.
That's
Okay.
You will fucking eat this shit here, man.
All right. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. He emphasizes big ass.
He's got that big ass. Mick Foley has that
Yeah.
legendary, that big big ass.
Yeah, fucking,
hell
that
yeah.
Foley dumper.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tony,
that
tell
golden
him.
big ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
So backstage, Dixie and Eric Bischoff are talking. Dixie wants Eric to fire Abyss because Abyss was going to kill her with Bob or Janice.
He was going to murder Dixie because they told him to. And surely Bischoff would. Why would he not?
Because he doesn't want to.
That's very interesting. And Dixie seems nothing wrong with this. Dixie, no qualms. She's like, well.
Okay. Just go do it.
Yeah, she says, who else is going to be RVD? Me? Get this done tonight. And Bischoff's like, listen, I can do this on my, I can just handle this. It's really not a big deal.
I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and this was not one of the top 10, I'll tell you.
This is really no big deal. Dixie said, listen, you're going to fucking do this, and I want you to do it in front of everybody and humiliate him like he humiliated me. And Bischoff says, I'll get it done.
Hell of a boss here.
Dixie oblivious to the world.
So we move into Ric Flair versus Mick Foley, last man standing.
What do you think of Mick Foley's TNA theme song? Did we do a theme song on this?
We have.
Okay, remind me.
It's
Dog shit.
Okay, just making sure. Just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Just want to make sure we're on the same page here. 'Cause
Flair.
fuck this song, man.
Ric Flair comes out here, and Flair always looks disgusted to be in the impact zone. It makes him fucking sick to his stomach.
I
You
feel
are right.
that. But for this match where he knew he was going to get fucked up, he didn't like wear street fight gear. He just
wore
wore Ric
shit.
Flair gear. Yeah,
I
he wore
respect
his
it.
shit, which was very cool. Foley comes out looking like he already wrestled in this match already.
Where did you say he was earlier?
He was
Boston?
Boston,
Yeah, Boston. Yeah.
That's a rough
He
ride
walked.
from Boston to Florida.
Dude, yeah, he looks like they retaped this match. Like, he looks fucked up.
Foley has not cactus boots on, cactus shin guards. And I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. Thankfully, the match turned around very quickly.
Dude, yeah, this is sweet. They're lighting each other up with shit. Flair's chopping him. Foley's throwing punches. Flair knuckles him after taking his bandage off, which is awesome. And then he got him in the corner, knuckles him, and then just fucking kicks him in the balls. What the fuck? That was cool.
Dude, Foley is bleeding. I mean, it's probably not even 60 seconds into the match.
Already?
Yeah, it's like immediate.
Yeah. Foley low blows him backward style, and then he pulls out the barbed wire baseball bat, and he just fucking smashes it right into Flair's head.
It
It
was like
fucked.
the barbed wire bat was like under the stairs, like a video game or something. Like you flip the stairs,
You're
like,
right.
whoop,
Yeah, well,
there it is.
Of course, that would be there. Of
Yeah, he's
course it
lucky
would be.
Kawada wasn't here. He would have beat the
Oh,
shit out of him. You would have
You
been that
guys,
bad to this.
seriously, you have to watch the latest SGH on our Patreon. It is the best fucking show of all time. It is.
It really is.
It is so good.
Cactus Jack versus Kawada for the Triple Crown. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's it. That's one of many
Yeah.
unbelievable matches on this fucking show. Yeah, so Foley is fucking him up with his bat. He's grating it against Flair's face, and Flair's going, just going crazy. Both dudes are gushing blood here. This is like a scene. This is fucking
At one
sweet.
point, Mike Tenay says, Mick, your balls are big again. And Taz says nothing and then goes, yeah.
I think he was saying that Flair said that last week.
Mick, your balls are big again. Yeah.
Oh, how'd he get that, dude?
Your
We have
balls are
surgery.
showing bumblebee tuna.
So they fucking brawl. Flair makes his way out of the ring, and they go up. So the commentary table is like on like a podium next to the stage.
Right, yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool. It looked.
I
sweet.
like the one that was beside the ring.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
the Don West, you selfish prick.
The OG one, yeah.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
one
that
was
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
The
I
OG,
get it,
yeah, where they're like literally right beside the ring.
Yeah, that one was fucking sweet. You're right. Foley chases after him. He smashes his head off the announce table. They fight up onto the stage. Foley starts grinding the barbed wire on Flair's head again, and then Flair just gets up and eye pokes him.
Fucking classic.
And Flair launches Foley off the stage through a table that he almost misses because he took the biggest running jump of his fucking career. He didn't even jump off the fucking Hell in a Cell this way.
No way.
No hesitation either, by the way. He just tossed
No.
him, and then Foley took this into his own books. It was a bump through the
Yeah.
table with his books on
Was that
it.
what it was?
I think it was his
Yeah, it was
books
all
on the
his
table.
books,
That's
yeah.
fucking books, man.
Yeah, his books, man. Yeah, he took
damn
it. The table was. I mean, it just destructed. Yeah, it was awesome.
Obliterated this table. He's like it only looked like his lower half hit it too. Like the rest
Yeah,
of him just
his shoulder fucking smashes the
Yeah.
concrete. He's got to be
Yeah.
fucked
He
up
took like an
after that.
elbow
Holy-
drop into the table.
he did the cactus elbow through
Into
the
the
table.
table?
Nasty.
Dude, and oh my god, man, it is a hell of a drop from that stage.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen the Kurt Angle jump from the stage and like all that stuff. It's a big drop. I don't know if the cameras even did it justice to how
No.
much of a drop
No,
it is
they
from that
don't.
stage to the floor.
It feels like he's falling for a good like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I
Like,
think that's why he took the
it's
elbow
crazy.
drop. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
huge. That's a big bump. That's crazy.
Crowd starts chanting "Holy shit!" but you can't say shit on Spike TV, which I don't know when that.
Which is
happened, I guess.
absurd. Spike
Yeah,
TV.
that's
I mean,
used to do crazy shit.
it was branded on being the man channel where they were
Yeah.
pissing and farting and shitting all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's what
man.
men do. And you tell me you
Sex
can't
and-
say holy shit.
So like they're chanting holy shit and censoring shit every time, so it's just obnoxious sounding. It's just holy. Then they go to commercial. We come back from commercial.
Before you get back from commercial, I just want to reiterate that
Okay.
this is a last man standing match, and Mick Foley was on the ground for like 4 minutes. So.
A whole commercial break.
Yeah, so
You're right. I didn't even think of that, Tony.
unless it has to be in the ring, but I don't think that's the rule. So
Maybe because the ref is the ref even up there with him when he does the
no,
bump?
he's in the ring.
No.
I think.
Yeah.
He does not care.
During the commercial break, Flair was beating Foley over the head with his own book and ripped it up and stomped on it. And
He
kicked it out of the
double
ring.
foot stomped it.
I've never seen him get such height, such a vertical on Ric Flair when he double stomped his book. Flair goes out of the ring and grabs a bag of tacks. And when you get a bag of tacks, typically you like pour it like in one spot. You pour it like a central location because it's. I feel like it's easier to bump on them when they're closer together because they don't all spread out and get all fucked up in you. Flair covers like half of the ring in tacks.
He's spreading them out. I'm only taking one tack at a time. I ain't taking the whole bundle.
He's like
There's no
the
way.
whole like it cuts off the ring. Like him and Foley are on two different sides. Flair's on the tag side and Foley's on the clean side. It looked crazy. I was like, wow, okay.
It did. It looked pretty cool, actually.
So Flair's lighting Foley up in the corner. And then Foley gets out of the corner, and Flair gets back body dropped into the tacks, and they're up his ass. Fucking what a Flair! You think Flair did that match with Big Show and ECW and said, "I can fucking do this shit. Fuck this, whatever."
Yeah,
I
probably.
bet you he got chip on his shoulder for sure. I mean, the match was good with Big Show too, so
It
why
was.
not?
I love that. Did we do
Yeah,
that? For
we
something?
yeah we
Yeah,
talked
we did a
about
retro review.
Or we
on it.
watched
Yeah,
that
it was-
episode. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So Flair fucking takes his fucking bump. Foley goes out of the ring, gets a barbed wire board from under the ring. Some dude in the crowd tries to touch the barbed wire. Get out of here, man. Flair's begging off, but Foley fucks him up in the corner, then runs with the board fucking right into Flair's face, who is seated in the corner.
That was
Just
fantastic.
annihilates his shit. And now Earl Hebner will begin the count. And he gets up to 5, and Flair immediately gets up and chops the dog shit out of him. Fuck you, man.
Earl Hebner's counts here are crazy, man. Earl Hebner is so.
No cadence.
I feel like Earl Hebner is so checked out in TNA. He just doesn't know where he's at most of the time.
Yeah, he's whatever. What am I doing? Foley has to like yell at him to count. What?
What are y'all
They
doing?
don't, man.
He didn't even leave the ring. Yeah, like Tony said, he didn't even leave the ring for the thing. I say,
No,
oh,
he doesn't give a shit. He
Come on,
doesn't know
guys,
what's
get in the
going
fucking
on.
ring.
Yeah, no way. So Foley goes back outside. He pulls out a table, sets it up in the ring, and Flair hits him with 2 low blows, which was awesome. Double low blow combo. Sets Foley on the table, smashes the barbed wire board on top of him just to fucking do it, and then hits a splash off the top.
I couldn't believe it. Flair never hits anything off the top. So him hitting a splash on the table was like insane.
I swore he was taking the Flair bump off, right? Like, you're going to take
Yeah.
the deadly driver through the table.
He
Like, I
has
thought
to.
that-
That's like his thing.
Yeah, but no, splash. Earl counts them both down. Both get up at an 8 count here until Flair does the Flair flop face first
Ooh,
into the
my
tacks.
God.
And Earl counts to 10 and Foley wins?
Yeah.
They say Daz is like,
What?
the hell is this count, brother?
Dude, they both got up. What the fuck? Flair was more up here than he was at the count that broke earlier.
Okay, so first off, the Flair flop into the tacks is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's insane. TNA had Mick Foley beat Ric Flair.
TV.
TNA.
That's awesome. On TV in a gimmick match where Flair lost to himself. It's all right.
TNA had Mick Foley beat Ric Flair in a last man standing match on TV where they bled to set up a Fortune 4 match on a pay-per-view where the stipulation was Ric Flair had to kiss his asshole. TNA.
We are wrestling. I wrote all caps. Flair has to kiss Foley's big ass. Let's go.
They were out of control in 2010.
Well, Flair is pissed. He's flipping out, kicking and spitting at the camera guy, and then he just leaves.
He hates the camera guy. The camera
Fuck
guy
the camera
specifically fucked you.
Yeah,
man.
you caused me this match, you bitch. Foley gets on the mic and he tells Flair, "Listen, man, I believe you added a stipulation to this match, and I would have been content with shaking your hand. You know, you're a great man, Ric Flair, but a deal is a deal is a deal. Woo!
Let him know, Mick. Let him know.
Flair looks insane here, dude. Like, disheveled, fucking his entire face, full crimson mask here.
This is
It's
every Friday night for Ric Flair for the past 30 years.
a very easy gig. Foley says, get back in this ring, and you're gonna kiss my ass.
He's
You're
very
gonna kiss my
adamant.
ass in this ring, Rick. Kiss it! Kiss it!
Kiss my fucking ass, Rick.
Kiss it! And the crowd chants, kiss his ass. And Foley says, get in the ring, Rick. You're going to get down on your knees and you're going to kiss my ass. And Taz says, that's a lot of ass to kiss.
This is awesome. Chants are rocking.
Yeah, this is awesome, chant. What the TNA?
TNA, they did it again.
So Flair gets in the ring and Foley says, listen, the fighting is over, but the kissing has just begun. And he says, come over here and kiss that ass, man.
This is insane.
Foley says, I'm not going to pull these down. You just come on over here and you kiss my ass. So Flair,
He's
gets on
super
his
serious.
knees.
This isn't even like, he's just like, I want
this
you
is
to
real.
kiss my
Yeah.
ass, Rick. Kiss it.
Come up, suck my balls now. Kiss my fucking asshole. Fucking right. This is awesome. Kiss my asshole.
Mick Foley had Ric Flair walk in the ring, and he said, Rick, we are cock, dick, balling.
Rick, I'm not playing around. Kiss my ass, man. Kiss my ass.
That is crazy.
So Flair gets down, but all of a sudden, Fortune jumps Foley from behind.
Damn it.
Okay,
Yes.
when did Doug
Indeed.
Williams and Matt Morgan join this group?
Always.
Fortune
Always
6.
has been.
Fortune 4 with 8 guys. Fortune 4 times 2.
There is so many people in the fucking ring right now.
Dude,
And
it's-
they're all in Fortune.
They're all it's Flair, AJ, Kazarian, Beer Money, Magnus, Doug Williams. What the fuck is this?
I love
man?
that this group started out as Fortune 4. I love that they started out as Fortune 4, and it didn't even take,
That's
I don't
just
even
Fortune.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. It probably didn't take 15 minutes. They're like, yeah, let's call it Fortune.
Fortune. Yeah, they just really want him to throw up the 4. And
then they
that's still their taunt.
It's still, it is still their taunt. And they go back to Fortune, like Fortune,
Oh,
and they do
yeah.
the taunt again because they
fuck.
do eventually go back to just 4 people.
God damn it. Yeah, because they after this fucking shit ass match, they said, get out of here,
All right,
Matt
you're all
Morgan.
out of here, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do something new here. Fortune.
Sorry, I said Magnus. It was Matt Morgan. I don't know if that's less. or more.
British Invasion was there too, I think.
Oh, was Magnus in it? Because I know Doug Williams.
Doug
was, I don't know
Williams.
if-
Okay, I saw.
Yeah.
Whenever I
Doug
see
Williams
Doug
definitely.
Williams,
Red, bro.
I just immediately my mind starts blanking. I just go, "What the fuck is happening?"
You just add Rob, Terry, and Magnus into the situation.
Fortune 19,
Sorry, Matt Morgan and Doug
19
Williams.
chin.
But even better, to make the save for Mick Foley is his group, EV2 is
EV
here.
dub, EV dub, EV dub.
God.
You know, it sounds like ECW.
Yeah, of
Did you know
course.
that?
EV.
Yes.
You know that the whole
EV
time
dub.
it sounded like ECW.
EV
This
dub.
whole time.
EV
Dixie
dub.
Carter's a dumb fucker, man.
It kind of sounds like ECW the whole
Dude,
time.
who
So it's-
came up with EV2? Do we know? Has anyone ever heard who came up with the name EV2?
No one wants to take credit for that.
I don't think anyone took credit for it, but I know that, Dixie and
It
Russo
had to
were
go
rocking.
buy some thumbs ups. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So it's Steven, Richards, Sabu, Bald, Rhino, Raven, and Tommy
Sabu
Dreamer
ball.
making the save here, and they clear house. And Flair gets on the mic and says, "Yeah, that's called kissing some ass. That's kissing ass. And Sunday we're gonna kiss all your asses." What?
Yeah, let him
He does say
know.
that. He says we're gonna kiss all your asses. What the hell does that mean?
Evie to my ass. All right. So that was that fucking match. Crazy ass match and a crazy ass finish and crazy ass post match as well. TNA.
This is awesome.
There's blood on Mike Tenay's desk, and Taz just can't stop ribbing him about it. Look at that blood there, brother. Hey, let me get some tissues over here, brother. There's some blood on the table.
He's doing Mike Tenay face at him too.
So now we get the Eric Bischoff Town Hall.
I actually like how they shot this. So they show Bischoff walking through the back. He's headed to the ring. He comes out. EV2 is still walking up the ramp, and Bischoff just kind of walks right by them as they're going back. And like all the shit in the ring is still there. I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, they did the same kind of thing earlier with Abyss and Bischoff, and then he got in the ring, and then
they were trying a lot of different shit with how they filmed here.
Production.
Too,
it
even
was
like the
very
Mickey,
chaotic, right? That they were for chaos kind of thing.
for sure, because like the Mickey James thing, like it's a dude like a cameraman just running up, and it's like not shot straight. It's like kind of like
Yeah, they
all
love
over the place.
the peekaboo camera or whatever they called it, where they
TMZ-esque. Yeah. So yeah, Bischoff comes out here. They show the Dixie and Abyss segment from earlier. Bischoff says, Abyss, get down to the ring right now. We got some business to take care of. And they go to commercial. And they come back from commercial. And Abyss is still not out
This
there.
is live.
Yeah.
Abyss, come down to the ring, please. Abyss.
It is live.
They,
Yes.
So they go through an entire 2.5 minute commercial break. The crowd just sits there and watches Eric Bischoff in the ring. Do you think that Jerry Borash got on the mic? All right, everybody. You guys know the deal. The loudest and the rowdiest get to meet Jeff Hardy.
I like that JP sounds like Jay-Z, John Zandig. So they come back from commercial here, and Abyss is not there, and Bischoff says, come on, man. What do you think he was doing that for 2.5 minutes? Come on.
Yeah, I do think he just fucking sat there.
Now. But no, we don't get Abyss. We get Rob Van Dam. RVD comes out Cushionator style.
Van Daminator. Van Terminator.
And RVD says, there's no way I'm going to be screwed out of this opportunity I have Sunday. I'm fighting Abyss, or I don't want to work here. I will quit over this shit. I will quit if I can't fight Abyss.
That's Van Crushinator style.
We got...
Fucking tomato nader.
RVD says we got a code in the back, and when we have issues amongst ourselves, we solve it, not the management. I need you to know how serious I am. I don't know if this was on purpose, but he says 1,010%. Oh, you're 10% serious, fucking Rob?
Yeah, of course.
You are? My mind is unchangeable. He said, go to Dixie and tell her either Abyss wrestles a Bound for Glory or she loses the whole effing show. And then he leaves, and Bischoff says, okay.
That's what you want, Rob? All right, you got it.
RVD had to let everybody know about the code backstage with the boys.
Yeah, the code, brother. We fight backstage. I'll slap you. I'll beat the fuck out of you backstage. I want my match on Sunday.
I will shit in your gym bag as well.
Why doesn't RVD just fuck?
That's
Why
the
doesn't
code we
RVD just
got.
go fuck Abyss up right now?
Because, dude.
Was this after RVD got murdered too?
Yes,
Right? He just comes back
Yeah.
in a t-shirt and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
not
good.
even bandages. No bandages. Nothing.
Nah, he's fine.
good.
He's got a match.
He got surgery.
He got 8 surgeries.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
You better make it 7, dude. Only
Patch those
one
holes
man
up.
got 8 surgeries, and that's me.
Nobody has bigger surgeries than me, dude.
RVD says that he is going to fucking walk out of this shitty company. I
Fuck
swear to
this
God
show.
I will. If I don't get my fucking BFG payday, I will fucking leave.
I've been working this dog shit all year. You better pay me at BFG.
We have a code in the back that we want pay-per-view paydays, bro.
The code is me and the boys beat this shit out of you.
Pick a hand, Bischoff.
He should have said that.
Pick a hand, Dixie. Oh, no.
Not again. He brings out Dixie in handcuffs.
RVD does it.
Listen here.
Holy.
Holy fuck. You can either pick the left hand or bomb.
He's got a branding iron. What the fuck?
I named my hands Whoa and Cool. Which one do you want?
So, pre-tape, Dreamer, Tommy Dreamer that is, and Rhino are also in New York.
No, even better, James. They're in Philadelphia. That's outside the ECW arena.
Why are they lined up outside the ECW arena? Did they go to like a concert or something and then like
I
stood
think-
outside?
No, that was a hardcore Tommy Dreamer's Fed, right?
No, I actually think they did a TNA show there.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, it was like a house show.
Didn't
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer run a Fed that was around there?
Dreamer
They
did
did a house
there,
show
but
at the 2300?
I think they like sold it out too.
Wow, good for
Really?
them.
Yeah. They were like, I think in the Observer note it said they were rocking like house shows like New York, Jersey, and Philly that weekend, and they all like did over 1,000 people. I was like, whoa,
Oh,
fuck,
really?
Oh,
all
wow.
right,
Good.
shit.
Okay, good for
Yeah,
them.
house shows were up. it looked
EV2
like.
drawing, baby. Philly style.
Dude, so yeah, they're outside the ECW arena. They said this was earlier this week. There's fans there that rush up behind them and chant EV2. There's no way they didn't tell them to do that, right?
There's no way. I don't even
You
think
cannot
this was.
say ECW.
I don't think this was a show. I think they just found people in the street and paid them $15.
The slums of Philadelphia, South Philly.
Who wants $15? And it's just a bunch of people just crowded this area.
This might be the greatest Rhino promo ever.
Yeah, Rhino is fired the fuck up.
He's the greatest hype man ever. He says, we're going to fuck him up. We're going to beat the shit out of him Sunday. This is why we do this. Look where we are, Dreamer. Don't you remember this shit? We used to work here. Don't you remember we used to work here? At one point, Rhino turns around. He goes, right, boys? Right, women?
I hate guys. I love women. Tommy Dreamer is in a fucking shirt with the woods on it with little birds. Someone's gonna help you out, man. I promise. We are gonna get you out the slums.
He's producing this show, bro. Leave him alone.
Yeah, well, speaking of the house loop, TNA they did an advertisement for the house show loop.
Yeah, propaganda video.
Yeah,
advertising the house shows.
That they were doing something different. I remember because they had a house show loop before this that didn't last super long.
No. Didn't do well either.
Yeah, because they were like, it's different than WWE because you can actually meet the wrestlers. Like they'd run it like an indie. They'd have the guys with merch tables. And they advertised it as the super fan experience. It was just an indie show.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
So we go to a pre-tape. Orlando Jordan and Eric Young are playing games at the fair.
Do you have any recollection of this tag team at all?
Not even a little bit.
Dude, I feel like this was planted in here by Maddie Original, who gave us this episode. I think this is fake. I have no recollection of this, and I also don't remember the angle they do with EY here to turn him back, because this is this post World Elite or no?
Gotta be, because they do World Elite like right when Hogan comes in, right? Because he's like, screw that, brother. You're in the band, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. So this is post World Elite, post the band. So I'll get into that in a second here, how that comes to be. But they're playing fucking carnival games. And Orlando Jordan says, you're ice cream and I'm caramel. And Eric Young says, it's not too long before we're in the PWI.
That's crazy.
That was funny. That was a good line.
Tonight, we got Inc., our old arch enemies. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What the fuck? Him mentioning Inc.
This has got to be
a chill down my spine.
This has got to be like, what was that internet show they did, Explosion? This has got to be something on Explosion. This has got to be something on Explosion. Okay,
it is, because they show
I see that shit.
Yeah. So they hug at
I think
the
only time I watched Explosion was I think they had a Hamada match one time on there. I was like, it's
yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah.
I think I watched it for there was Amazing Red. Honestly, I only ever watched it because they would say, fucking Amazing Red against Sanjay Dutt or something. ROH dudes would come in. Delirious is on here this week. Like that. So we go into the match here. It's Inc., which is Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal, which is INK INC. Inc. Incorporated.
Inc. Incorporated, of course.
Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal taking on Eric Young and Orlando Jordan. Firstly, I have to say, Inc. has the worst theme song of all time. This is the worst song ever, I think.
I will give Inc. this much. They had a legendary feud with Hernandez.
With Orlando Jordan and Eric Young.
No way.
With my God. With Hernandez and fuck. What's the other guy?
Oh, fuck. I forgot his name now.
Anarchia.
Shit. Anarchia!
That's my fucking guy, Anarchia.
Holy
shit.
Holy shit.
They tattoo him. They tattoo Anarchia.
You never see it because they end it and they're done.
Damn it. So, on Explosion, Suicide kicked Eric Young in the back of the head, and Eric Young bumped off the top rope and hit the floor.
He's done this bump a million times, by the way.
Yes.
It's like an Eric Young bump.
Standard Eric Young bump. Taz says this is why EY has been goofy lately and acting odd. So they use that angle to get Eric Young to go back to dumb Eric Young.
Yeah, this is what got him being odd, not all the years of being odd.
Dude, okay, so two things about this Explosion thing. First thing, I saw Inc. and Orlando Jordan, and I turned away for a second. I wasn't paying attention. And I looked back, and I thought the match was going on and stuff, and I didn't know what was going on. And I come back and like, the match is already over. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
And that was just the Explosion preview. So I thought I was watching the actual match.
Well, dude, in the Explosion preview, Tony, they even Taz is like putting over EY and Orlando Jordan and says, "Oh, they've been getting victories," and then they immediately show them lose a match to Ink Inc. And Taz says, "Well, except that one. They had other victories except for that part right there. I know, I saw it."
Dude, this is like no one is taking this serious. Like no one on commentary is taking this serious.
No.
They're not taking this serious in the match.
It's
like
comedy horse shit to the fullest extent.
I can't believe like the company that was so gung ho on challenging WWE was like, we're gonna put this here.
Yeah, this is
the last match before the main event.
The semi-main. EY is out here with tattoos on, and Taz says he went to a tattoo shop and got tatted up that an 8-year-old kid owns. Must be also the kid that owns the U-Haul place.
Probably.
Hustling.
EY tags into Jesse Neal one point and goes to lock up with Orlando Jordan and then high fives Shannon Moore.
You see, because he is stupid.
Because Eric Young has CTE and he is just
yes,
Moppy and Perry Saturn.
Yeah, you're right. That's the exact gimmick this is.
Give him the Nigel concussion cast, dude. Oh, you failed. All right, get out there.
You failed. Who cares?
What if they pitch just to like Nigel or something? It's like, nah, we'll just do it with EY instead.
Yeah, well, it's easier.
You're bald,
you're right.
Same person.
Orlando Jordan throws his stomps like The Rock this whole match. I don't know if that was always his thing.
He is The Rock. Orlando Jordan is awesome.
You smell. What gear is Eric Young even wearing here? I feel like he's got like the TNA Anthem logo on his gear already somehow.
That's the Chris Danger logo, man. Come on.
Holy fucking shit! That is Chris Danger gear. Holy fuck. That's unbelievable. He's got something wrong with him too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Orlando hits a spine buster on Jesse Neal, then fucks his face, and Taz says, "Oh, crotch in the jawline, thing I never liked."
I'm telling you, no one is taking this shit serious.
No way.
This is AEW dark commentary right now.
It is, you're right.
Yeah.
Shannon Moore hits a moonsault on Orlando for a 2 count, leading to EY getting in the ring to celebrate with Shannon Moore. And then he's on Shannon Moore's team this whole match. He whips Shannon Moore into Orlando. They fucking fuck around in the corner. Orlando then pins Shannon Moore with his feet on the ropes, and the referee grabs the ref and points at the pin and says he's cheating.
Bro, I'm already tired of talking about this match. We gotta move on.
Bro, he got his feet on the ropes and EY pointed
Just say
out.
the fucking finish, man.
TNA very funny. No, dude, we got some stuff here, bro. There's an angle going on here.
This is awesome.
TNA. Tony wants to hear this. So the ref tries to get EY out of the ring.
Yeah, because he pointed at his own partner's feet on the ropes, James.
It's so crazy,
Holy
James.
Oh, you know what?
man.
This is like r/whoosh for James. He doesn't get it.
Yeah. This is cringe for James
This
over
is,
here. Go
is-
watch Raw then, dude.
WWE wins again.
WWE.
That's what we were saying back then.
We were saying that.
Yo, this is hot. Go watch Raw if you don't like it, you fucking mark.
I'm looking at the timeline. I see TNA Mecca, and you guys don't fucking like this, and fuck you, man.
What's wrong with you guys, man?
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
Bill
Fuck
and
you.
Doug, well, you all fucking want to watch this? I'll beat your ass.
I'll kill you, man. I'll fucking kill
Orlando
you.
Jordan's actually getting to work here because wrestlers are here in TNA.
He's rocking. Listen, let's go over the Raw card for that fucking week. You won't want to watch this match, you bitch. Evan Bourne and Mark Henry beat John Cena and Michael Tarver. Natalia beat Alicia Fox. Daniel Bryan beat Sheamus in 30 seconds.
Dude,
the
I'm
beat Late Cool in a minute.
I'm already over talking about Raw.
Hey,
Listen,
we
Wade
don't
Barrett won a
care.
20-man battle royal.
Don't care. Listen, we don't care.
Let him
Yeah,
know.
Tony,
Let
you're
him
right.
know.
Let's talk about anyway. EY, the ref
Listen,
tries to
we
get
gotta-
EY out of the ring.
Let's talk about somewhere where Orlando Jordan's getting
care.
work and he's getting matches and he's getting his,
And they
WWE
care.
never-
I don't
Yeah,
know,
they
Tony.
care.
Because
You're
wrestling happens here. TNA.
Right after the TNA propaganda video, by the way, they go to this.
So the ref tries to get EY out of the ring. Orlando Jordan low blows Shannon Moore behind his back, and then he pins him and gets the win. And EY and Orlando Jordan will be going into the PWI now because they got the win. Don't worry, James. That's not just outrageous yet.
Are you sure?
There's still more. But wait, there's more.
There's more. So EY gets in the ring and spears the referee and throws up the X. EY. Why does he do that? Well, of course, because listen, EY gets the mic and says, "This is for your own good."
I watched
listen. I feel like you blacked out during this and you missed an integral part.
Listen, I've seen it.
You missed an integral part of this, man. Go watch Raw if you want to fuck around.
I'm about to turn on the Michael Tarver match here in about 10 seconds.
Come on, man. Eric Young says that he is the leader of the team and he's a card-carrying member of the Worldwide International Tag Team Coalition, and he wants to forfeit the match. Tough love, brother. It's going in my report. I'll make some calls.
I'm turning on now.
We gotta show this Sunday.
Thank you, Tony. We're moving on.
Bound for glory.
We're moving on. That's right, Tony.
And we're gonna work on our 6-man tags, and we do this all over again.
Shut up!
Moving on.
They're going to Daytona and getting matching anchor tattoos.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, that's it.
Ted
That's the segment.
says this is going to drop their PWI rankings. And now let's talk about Jay Lethal's Cribs episode.
No, shut up! Stop!
All right, fine. Go watch the Wade Barrett Battle Royal on Raw. I don't give a fuck.
I've already got it on. It's already on.
Yo, I can't watch this Wade Barrett Battle Royale
Dude,
anymore. We had nothing, man.
TNA, we are wrestling.
John Cena's whooping the Nexus ass
Wrestling
again.
happens here. Oh my
Only in
goodness.
TNA we get character development with Jay Lethal, let me tell you.
Thank you. Tell him about it.
So Jay Lethal
Elizabeth,
is
New Jersey is where he grew up.
he's Elizabethtown, New Jersey. He's
Did you know that Jay
Elizabethtown, New
Lethal,
Jersey.
Jay
Yes.
Lethal had a long
dad?
driveway?
Jay Lethal,
I also have a dad. I can relate.
Jay Lethal
He
lives
has
in
a
a
long
house.
driveway, and he had to shovel the driveway.
He had snow. And sometimes I do
all right.
too.
All right, here.
Holy shit,
Okay,
this
so
sucks.
Jay Lethal they said he did a flip bump on the ground here. By the
That's
way,
awesome.
you never
CZW style.
really get to see what he's talking about. I never really see the house, or I like to imagine his family doesn't even live here anymore. They're trespassing, and they're like, "Don't show too much of the house here." We'll
I
just-
think that's what it was.
well, Lethal also said that when he was on the come up, of course, now that he's a TNA,
course.
he said a promoter said that they would fly him out. So a promoter said they would fly Jay Lethal out, and then
Yes.
his dad said, "No fucking way you're getting a flight. We're gonna get in the car and drive there as a family."
This business needs more Jay Lethal dads.
Matter of fact, if we could get one big dad to get all of you in a car and then drive
An
you here,
all-encompassing DPW
Like a
dad.
chauffeur.
that would be fucking awesome.
I
Whose
think
dad?
so too.
Whose dad wants to do this?
Yeah, I think that's fucking.
So,
I think that's the right.
I don't
move.
exactly know what I'm supposed to do with this information, but we go backstage.
It humanizes Jay Lethal. Now you can connect with him,
No,
dumbass.
dude, no. I don't care that Jay Lethal shoveled the driveway.
Fuck you, then, man. Go fucking watch fucking
I'm
fucking
about
Natalia
to
and
watch
Alicia Fox.
Natalia
I'm
Alicia
watching
Fox.
La Resistance, okay? Leave me
Well, the match is
alone.
over. It's 37 seconds.
I've had enough of that match already.
Come back over
Wrestling
here.
happens here in TNA. Backstage, Dixie is talking to Rob Van Dam.
Yes, and Dixie says, "Listen, I get this code thing," which I thought was crazy. Listen, I get the code thing, but after Bound for Glory, win, lose or draw, Abyss is at it. And Bischoff walks in. He says, "Hey, I talked to your attorney guy Blake, and at 12:01 on the 11th, Abyss is done. Just sign this." Dixie just doesn't look. She just signs it. She doesn't look at it
So
at all.
no
That's how
fucking
Hogan.
way.
That's how Hogan ended up in the company. She didn't look at it. She just signed it.
Yeah, that's right. That's how this whole shit happens. She just look. All right, cool. Signs it.
So I'm
What the
almost positive this is Dixie signing the rights to TNA away to Eric Bischoff.
That is right. You're right.
Yeah, storyline-wise? Yeah,
I
is that
remember
how
that
the story
happening storyline wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
she,
the 10.
Holy.
That's how 10 took over because she signed the company over to Dude and Brother.
So speaking of Dude and Brother, Robbie E and Cookie,
Oh.
the The TNA
Let's
debut.
Go TNA, TNA. What are you getting over there on the other show like this?
Mike today says that a lot of Taz's relatives have come down to the Impact Zone, and they sort of look like this. And
He like
Taz
implies
agrees.
Heavily implies they are related to Taz, and Taz, well, you know. At the time, I remember thinking, "Wow, Robbie E is awesome. This guy's
I think Robbie E is awesome. Robbie E
He was awesome, man.
He was awesome. He had a lot of fun ass gimmicks in TNA, and he made the most of every fucking one.
What's
that
it got?
came.
Jesse there? Jesse in there?
Jesse though.
Jesse though.
I could go without Cookie and when they were the Shore, but I didn't.
Sure.
I
like
can't
Jesse
believe
though.
this is like a different wrestling world. Like
Yeah,
Becky Bayless working in TNA is like
as Cookie.
as Cookie is like you're in a different realm. That's like crazy to me.
Like Becky Bayless, that's very odd, but I mean, whatever. She fit the role, I guess. They come out here. Robbie says, Robbie and Cookie, the Shore, are finally in TNA, my dude. Oh, I like that guy. Robbie says, before I fist pump up and down this entire roster, bro, myself and Cookie want to let all of you Orlando, Florida hamsters know that there's 0 hot girls in Florida, dude.
They were rocking with this gimmick day one. I said they're here. This was they. They're here.
Abyss, Cookie, and Robbie E is a crazy group. That's like the embassy.
Dude, the crowd starts chanting, "You suck," and they start fist bumping to the "You suck" chants.
Robbie says, seriously, Cooks, when I look around, all I see is a bunch of grenades.
He says, "Yeah, you're right, Robbie E. I have not seen one filthy gorilla in this whole town."
Hey, Robbie says, you're right. These people live in their mom's basements. They're posers, just like those posers on MTV. Oh shit.
I have a migraine.
And next week on
Robbie E.
Spike TV, Jersey's in the house, bitches.
Who are
Jesse's
these
there,
guys? I mean, the
Jesse's there,
Jersey, the
Jesse's
Shore,
there.
the party. Who are the
They are Cookie
gorillas?
and Robbie E,
Grenades,
the Shore,
hamsters.
the party, the Jersey. They're rocking.
Robbie E is incredible, by the way.
He's
That
awesome.
is a guy that he genuinely made it out the trenches, like legit made it out the
Yeah,
fucking
he did.
trenches.
He took it.
He made-
took
he-
the ball
he
and ran
did-
with it, man.
He did everything he could with
Every
anything
gimmick
they gave him.
ever.
Yeah, like
So shouts out, man, because
Dude, the
now he's got the
bromance is
fucking
like one
Fed
of the
contract.
legendaries, bro.
yeah, true. Hopefully he's making some money. Yeah, no, the bromance was just
Like Jesse,
unbelievably
that was
sweet.
legendary. Holy shit.
Jesse,
The
though,
sweaters and
and
everything.
The
DJZ
list?
with them as their hype man.
The list,
The
man,
list
with
is
the
something
hype man.
legendary, man.
The list. Oh my God, Robbie and Rob Terry is
We have that video on our YouTube channel. The list. I
Rob
think.
Terry in the sweater. is
Dude, the cardigans, that was like their gimmick. The cardigans
Yeah.
were that was actually
You're
really,
not on the list, bro.
You know, it's
oh,
like during a time where like the identity of TNA was kind of all over the place, you know, having like 2 guys like Robbie E and Rob Terry pull something out the mud that was like a TNA original thing for them to do.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking
Well, sweet.
impressive. Yeah,
that's what I mean, man. Like, oh, we're gonna give you Rob Terry. Okay, wow, this is awesome. We're gonna give you the Big Brother dude. All right, this is sweet.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, like he made money every time, man. Shouts out Robbie.
Hey, don't you fucking, that's the love of my life.
You stick to your hamsters.
So now we go to a pre-tape. Kurt Angle, there's a lot here.
This is an entire Bound for Glory interview series.
Yeah, you're right. Of everyone on the show.
Yeah, man. Kurt does one. He says, if I lose, I retire. Kevin Nash says Sting and Nash will
Nash
be in the ring
says,
in Daytona Beach.
I'm wrestling in Daytona Beach.
And then after that, I wrote, I gave up watching these. I do not care.
I do not care.
Oh, good, because I got you, baby. RVD says,
Oh, fuck.
RVD
I'm
says,
switching to Raw.
Hold on, Johnny. What's going on? Yeah, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, fucking Raw. The Bella Twins are fighting Blake Cool over here.
Cool.
Classic.
That's
yeah.
hot. All right, so RVD
Yeah.
says, TNA thinks this show is going to have a lot of viewers for Bound for Glory. He is wrong.
Wrong.
Pope says he is excited for Bound for Glory. Ken Anderson says he will fucking die for TNA. This is the only company that ever gave him
Holy
anything
shit.
ever.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Jarrett is in an Affliction style TNA shirt and says the day of reckoning is coming.
Holy fuck!
He doesn't say that. He says some bullshit. Flair puts over, but Flair surprisingly puts over TNA huge. Says the best wrestlers are here. This is the best company. It's growing every single day. We're going to put on the best show that you've ever seen, Bound for Glory. I was like, this is crazy.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Foley has a shirt with a smiley face on it that has a goatee. Samoa Joe is in sunglasses.
I did see that because you tweeted it.
Dixie Carter predicts this will be the biggest pay-per-view in TNA history. She was so drastically wrong. It's insane. It didn't even do half of the biggest number they ever did. This show did in TNA in 2010 the most buys in 2010 at 30,000 buys.
Yes.
In 2009, the average buy rate was 30,000.
Wow.
Also, by the way, the pay-per-view after does 13,000.
Yeah, the average in 2010 was 13 to 15,000 buys.
Yeah.
In 2009, it was double that.
Yeah.
And they spent 40 times as much money in 2010 as they did in 2009.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck.
Crazy. But the ratings.
The ratings.
I mean,
everyone's
Jared did
watching this shit ass show.
Jared always did say the money was in TV rights. So
yeah, you're right.
More power to him in that regard, but I don't think it ever worked out that way for him in the end. I'm sure the pay-per-view buy rates, if they could have got him up, probably would have helped a lot too. But.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you know.
So
I don't
speaking
know,
of money, by the way.
Why do you think they had such a hard time converting that? Is it just like the product itself, or was it the times? Like everyone just was like, "Fuck wrestling," or
no way, because WWE was blasting buy
right.
rates. The problem was
right.
that they were doing them every single month, and most of the time they were against WWE. No fucking
right.
way anyone's paying $60 two ways to watch this shit. There's just no way.
So the
the
WWE pay-per-view that year is Bragging Rights 2010, October 24th. Oh no, WWE did 2 pay-per-views in October. Holy fuck! Hell in a Cell on October 1st did 210,000 buys. And then Bragging Rights, like at the end of the month, October 24th, did 137,000. So
yeah, there's just no way. I mean, Jarrett talked about that before too. He's like, you know, we probably should have done 6 and then just done more TV specials. And like that's kind of what they were doing.
That's what AEW's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like we can't compete monthly with WWE, and like a lot of the times the pay-per-views were the same weekend. And like they had to like stop doing that.
TNA Fall Brawl next month, dude.
Like I think they were like I don't really know, but averaging 15K against 30 is fucking pretty crazy. Like that's half your audience gone.
That's
yeah.
And I think a lot of that was from like them shitting on those fans. You know, they were like,
"Yeah, you're true.
Fuck you guys," and they were like, "Okay,
yeah,
well, you know,
fuck this 6-sided ass shit, and fuck Jeff Jarrett, and fuck AJ Styles, fuck you."
Yeah, there was like no network or anything, so it was like you had to spend like $50-$60 for WWE and then $50-$60 for TNA, and it's just like, yeah, shit ain't happening, man. Come on,
no.
I mean, most of the people watching TNA, you know, also watch WWE. I mean, it's just the truth.
Yes.
They were just tuning in also, except for TNA Mecca. and me and Deadlock. TNA Mecca and Deadlock.
And Bill and Doug, baby.
Bill and Doug also are in the group. This is Fortune 4 right here.
And Kent Jones probably was also watching TNA.
So now it's time, speaking of money, for the $100,000 Battle Royale.
Okay, do they ever say why they're doing this?
I also don't know if TNA has ever seen $100,000 in bills before.
I also don't know if they understand what a gauntlet is.
Gauntlet style battle royale.
This is without a doubt until the end on TNA Reaction, the worst battle royale I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Hold on. Don't say that too, because that Thunder one we watched was horrible.
God damn it. All right. TNA, you win again.
Had entrances like this.
TNA wins again. Not the worst. Not the worst. I get, you know, WCW had more talent in it. So I was thinking like talent pool wise, but WCW had Macho Man and shit in that shit too. So
and he never came back either.
So okay,
that was a fucked up.
I guess this wasn't awful. It was just boring as fuck.
It's boring.
And
it means nothing.
Yeah, clusterfuck. Just nonsense.
It's not even like it's not a battle royal for like the winner gets a shot at something at the Bound for Glory. They get to pick their match. They get a title shot. They get $100,000. Okay,
that is it.
It didn't
Who
mean
cares?
shit, yeah.
I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea of money.
I do too.
But
don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's just you're right. Because the feud bits they had. I mean, Kurt Angle's in this, and like they had this feud with Ken Anderson and Jeff Hardy, and it's like they played the video package earlier. They've had like 2 drag out fucking brawls, and it's like okay. So, anyways, the next story beat is $100,000 online.
And I was like, okay, fuck it. So, because we're definitely not going over this whole fucking thing. This fucking match is bullshit.
I agree.
But Kurt Angle wins this fucking battle royal, and I'm like, okay, Kurt fucking wins. He's in the fucking main event of Bound for Glory already. What is he gonna do with this $100,000? Is he gonna maybe he buys a fucking bomb and drops it on Mr. Anderson's house? I don't know what's I don't know what, but he very nonchalantly at the end of the show while holding up stacks of money.
This is absurd.
He's holding stacks of money. He looks in the camera and he says, "Don't worry, I'm going to give this to charity." For what, man? Who cares?
This was we ain't got nothing. Fill the time.
Exactly.
Get everybody that's on Bound for Glory in this battle royal, and we'll fucking figure it out from there.
So it's $100,000. It's also Bound for Glory Invitational Battle Royal. So
got to be
these were people
Bound for Glory.
that were chosen. Yeah, and you have to be
right.
but nothing to do with Bound for Glory. Just you're on Bound for Glory and you're in this. They say it is a gauntlet style battle royal. I wrote, what the fuck does that mean? Because Ken Anderson and Kurt Angle start first. I was like, okay, is it a gauntlet? And then somebody loses and then comes out. But I was like, how's it a battle royal then? Is it over the top as well? And they keep fucking saying gauntlet style battle royal. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? And then Jeff Hardy's music hits and they say, oh, rapid fire entrances every 45 seconds. I say, what? This just call it a battle royal. Who cares?
Dude, they
do
lie.
that all the time. They do that all the time.
It's also not 45 seconds even close. They just start doing shit.
Yeah, Gauntlet for the Gold. Remember that was a battle royale as well.
Yeah,
and that was they always called it a gauntlet instead of, I don't know why it's a gauntlet style. It's not gauntlet.
It's over
style.
the top rope battle royal with timed entrances.
Yeah, they should have said that instead of gauntlet.
Dude, and Mike today says on commentary, TNA management purposely booked it like this.
They do say that the powers that be purposely booked it.
I was like, well, you couldn't just come up with a cool name for it, like the fucking $100,000 battle royal. I don't know, man.
No, the $100,000 invitational gauntlet style battle royale.
You let them know.
Oh, Bound for Glory battle royal, I think. Or
don't forget that.
Brought to you by Price.com.
So yeah, a bunch of AJ eventually comes out. They go to commercial. We come back from commercial, and it's like a fucking bomb went off in the ring. We have Max Buck, Sabu Bald, Douglas Williams, Chris Sabin, and Tommy Dreamer in there. Dude, I'm like, what's happening here?
When AJ came out, I was like, oh shit, he's in the company. They never mentioned him once. They never did anything with AJ. It was an afterthought. He's like the best wrestler in the world, and he's not even featured at all. It sucks.
You didn't recognize him with one of the 10 guys that came out in Fortune 4 earlier?
You're right. I forgot about that.
Fortune 4.
Dude, I also forgot Tommy Dreamer's TNA era where he wore gloves and Sting gear.
Tommy Dreamer,
the gloves. I hated that.
So all the stars are here. Everyone comes out. Jarrett and Jay Lethal, Bobby Roode. No one's getting eliminated.
Dude, I can't believe that guy, Jay Lethal, the guy who used to live in the house with his family.
He's got a house and
they got this guy here
with the long driveway.
He left his dad and his family to come here.
Well, no, of course not. They drove him here.
They're in the audience.
He didn't mention at all that he's X Division champion. He doesn't come out with the X Division title.
He didn't have the belt either, did he? No.
No.
Oh man,
that's awesome.
So, fucking everyone's here. There's a million people here. Nobody's fucking getting eliminated. Sting comes out in the fucking Affliction shirt still.
Dude, Samoa Joe. Oh man!
Come on, don't skip Jeremy Buck, Raven, Kazarian, Steven Richards.
So here's me skipping those. Jeff Jarrett's here. Samoa Joe makes his entrance here.
Yes.
Okay.
That's so later, bro. You're missing Matt Morgan, Abyss.
You're forgetting about Kevin Nash.
Hey, do you remember when I posted in the Discord when I said I was watching this?
James wrote in the chat, anytime a battle royal comes up, it was a give him a fast forward button. Come on, bro. Abyss comes out, eliminates all the stars.
No, Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash
comes out in his outfit he had on earlier today. It's jeans and a shirt.
Yeah.
Dude, Samoa Joe comes out before Kevin Nash. Damn it. You guys are skipping Samoa Joe.
No, he doesn't.
I got Samoa Joe right here.
Wrong. You were watching Raw during that.
I was watching Late Cool. I ain't even got nothing to say about Samoa.
What are you saying about Samoa Joe?
What is Samoa Joe doing?
Samoa
Tell
Joe's
me.
theme song. I just think it's funny. I always just think he's Samoa Joe's theme song. I used to think it said he works on cars. Yeah, that's what he does now. I always assumed Joe like beat somebody into a job at like a car factory or something. He works on cars.
You want the lyrics? I got the lyrics right here for you, brother. He goes, watch him do it. They never thought he could, but deep inside he always knew he would. Yeah, that's right. Game's over. Be on top. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's it. He works on cars. Yeah, that's what he does now. He works on cars. Listen to that song and tell me he doesn't say he works on cars. Yeah, that's what he does now. That's exactly what it sounds like. Anyways, Nash is out here. And he is in jeans and sneakers with elbow pad.
It's the same exact thing he was wearing in the opening segment. He didn't have gear.
He got an elbow pad. It was probably Jay Lethal's.
I wrote down Matt Morgan and Kevin Nash standoff. Wow, what a big moment.
Wow, what a great angle.
Hot angle here.
Time stood still at that point.
Time stood still.
For everybody watching at home.
They broke the mold. They made this man, Matt Morgan. He's the DNA of TNA, Matt Morgan.
Holy shit, man.
Abyss double goozles the Bucks and throws them backwards over the top rope.
Anyways, we're all out of time and nobody wants the rest of it.
We are out of time. What the hell?
Get the fuck out of here.
This is where I stopped watching, so you need to clue me in.
So the Battle Royal does not end on Impact. Mike Tenay is screaming at the end of this match. That's all the time we have for Impact, but stay tuned. Reaction is next. So I'm like, what? So TNA Reaction was a show that came on after TNA, and they would do like segments and shit. Like, it actually is not a bad idea for a fucking show.
Sure.
Like they would do like hype videos for the pay-per-view
I
or
would
hype
not
up stuff for
watch
the
it,
next
but
week's
it's not
match.
a bad idea.
No, I didn't watch it ever,
It was
but
kind
not
of
a bad idea.
Almost like the Raw post show, but not. They did like
They're talking schmack.
Yeah, they should have done it on the internet. It would have been a good internet show. You know what I mean?
And
They
it
got
was
the
like
real
produced
player
kind
rocking.
of. Dude, hell yeah. It was produced like similar to how like Spike was doing stuff with UFC at the time. Like it looked cool, and like they would do interviews and hype package. It was cool, but it was live here. So the Battle Royal continued into Reaction, and dude, it goes on for fucking ever. Like it's like 10 minutes into that show too. So it's like
Is there any
30-minute
entrance before RVDs?
Okay, wow, no.
They had to go like 8 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, up until Rhino comes out on Impact, the show, number 25, I think he is, and it gets immediately eliminated, by the way. Then the next entrant, 10 minutes later, number 26, RVD. What the fuck?
What the hell was that? Crazy.
So yeah, eventually RVD comes out, and fucking he's fighting with Abyss. And then RVD does an insane elimination here, where I thought he died.
Got to be one of the craziest shits I've ever seen in my life.
It was sounded and looked horrific. So Abyss is against the ropes. RVD goes and runs at him, leaps up, cross body. You would think, cactus style clothesline, except cross body, to take Abyss out and eliminate him. RVD hits this, flies over Abyss, and fucking just crashes onto the floor. and then it's just him laying on the floor on the outside, and 10 seconds later you see Abyss flipping backwards over the top rope. He didn't eliminate him. He had to throw himself backwards.
RVD plopped on the ground, man. It just sounded like it was dirty.
So
nasty.
Loud. But even then, so
And
Abyss,
so
by
did
the way,
Abyss.
Abyss eliminated a ton of people here, by the way. And as this is going on, I'm like,
You never know
what are they going to have with? What are they going to have Abyss do with $100,000? What is the point of this shit, man? Why does Abyss want this? He pay his electric bill. What the
Internet
fuck is
bill?
Abyss doing? Yeah. Pay his Janice and Bob bill. What the fuck are you going to do with this, man?
Well, he's going to give it to Jay Lethal to pay for his house that he lives in.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it probably would have made sense if Abyss won it because he was getting fired, so he could use 100,000.
Oh,
That would have made more sense. But they
You're
didn't.
right.
As far as we know, Abyss lives in the trenches. If you tell me Abyss goes home to a house and lives in a house and goes to
he
sleep
lives in
and
a,
wakes
he's
up
got a
next to
long,
a house.
he's got a long driveway also, and he's got a shovel.
He was taking
It's knows
flip
where Abyss
bumps out
lives.
in the driveway. He'd carpool
His
with
dad
Jay
drove
Lethal's
him.
dad
his dad wanted to drive him to the show and he killed him.
with 3 bullets in the back. And Sting did it too.
James Mitchell did it too, and he killed him too.
And then nobody did it, and his parents are still alive.
Nobody did it, and he has a mom or something and a brother.
Abyss style.
Yeah. So the final two here are Ken Anderson and Kurt Angle in this 26-person battle royal for $100,000.
Only one man can win $100,000.
They're both countering each other's moves here until Kurt hits the Olympic Slam over the top rope and gets the win. And then they present Kurt Angle with stacks of money.
Not a briefcase, not a check. They
should give
hand
a
him
check.
$100,000 in
bills. Well, Kurt doesn't want to pay taxes on this, of course. So he give me the cash, brother.
IRS is watching TNA Impact with eagle eyes right now.
Well, that's why he looked directly into the camera and said, "I'm giving this to charity."
The Kurt Angle Foundation. LLC.
So Kurt wins the match. And then just a little more of reaction stuff here. They do a Flair and Fortune backstage
Holy
interview.
fuck, this was terrible.
This is 100 hours long.
Holy fuck, this is terrible.
They're all holding up the fucking Fortune
Wrestling
hand signal.
happens here.
It was so terrible. And then Flair says, "Yeah, we don't care if we win or lose. We just care about partying."
Yeah. He said, "Who is Mick Foley?" He said, "Last man standing? That ain't 1, 2, 3. Nobody beats me. 39 years in the biz, I can tell you who's the best."
Holy shit.
He says, "I don't like Mick Foley, but I respect him. I respect him so much that I want him to kiss my ass this Sunday. And this is a nice ass." They keep talking about money and bars, and if you've ever seen the Ric Flair gif of him going blah, 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 with his fucking tongue, this is what this is from. And it's
Holy shit.
fucking weird as shit.
It's disgusting.
Weird old bastard. So the segment ends with Fortune arguing about one of them was supposed to ice Ric Flair because this is when the Bros Ice and Bros era was going
Icing,
down.
holy shit, that brought me back to a different time, man.
Fucking unbelievable, man. There's a Mickie James interview. There's a Mick Foley and EV2 interview. Yeah, Kurt Angle is here now.
I'm watching CSI Miami on the USA Network right now. I'm not. Ain't no way.
Bro, you missed the backstage fight between Kurt Angle and Ken
How
Anderson,
did I
man.
miss that? How did I
Let
miss
me tell
that?
you what happens. I'll tell you what happens here. Don't you worry. Don't you change the channel just yet. You stay right here
I'm
with
switching
us.
back right now.
All right, come back here. All right, so Kurt, they say, "Hey, what are you going to do with the $100,000?" He said, "How do you feel?" He says, "I feel great. I got 100 G's and it feels good to be Kurt Angle." Jesse Neal comes up and snitches. He says, "Bro, you hear what Ken Anderson said about you earlier? He says you need to take that 100K and buy some integrity." And Kurt is pissed.
That's one of his 3 eyes.
Yes, exactly. So Kurt goes in the locker room and Ken Anderson's sitting there, and Kurt says, "You got something to say? Can't say it to my face?" Ken says, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" And so Kurt said, "What do you say about my integrity?" Ken says, "Well, you took a cheap shot at me out there." And Kurt says, "I didn't take a fucking cheap shot, you bitch." And then they're just fucking fighting. He says, "I'll see you bound for glory." So Kurt goes to leave. Ken says, "What a dick." And Kurt stops and he turns around and he says, "What'd you say?" Ken gets up and says, "I said, what a dick." So Kurt said, "You call me a dick? I can't fucking even trust you, man, you asshole. You're the asshole, right? I can't trust you." He said, "This is stupid and I'm not going to apologize." And he goes to leave again. And Ken says, yeah, see you Bound for Glory for the last time. And Kurt stops. It turns around, he says, what'd you say? He's like, why you gotta say something every time I leave, man? And then Ken says it back to him, and he sprays water in his face, and they start fighting. And this is like, nobody's in this locker room. It's like hollow, so everything is super loud, and they're throwing like workers' strikes and doing backyard shit talk and going, and And then it's a long-ass brawl, and it ends with Kurt nut-shotting Ken Anderson, stomping him out, and saying, who's the asshole now? And then leaving. And that's the last thing you see before the pay-per-view.
And he says, hey, yeah, you're still an asshole. And Kurt turns around and says, what did you say?
What'd you say?
Goes on for 21 minutes.
Man.
TNA.
We are
man,
wrestling.
Fuck you, man. Go watch WWE Experience or something. Some fucking bullshit, man. I don't give a shit.
Confidential, maybe?
Yeah. Go watch some of that shit over there, man. We're rocking over here. TNA style.
I'm in the impact zone watching the explosion tapings. I don't want to hear your fucking mouth right now.
10, brother.
They're backstage. I'm in the impact zone.
Well, Tony was there too, watching Mickie James, man. What the fuck?
Tony was in Soundstage 22. That's where they were doing the Mickie James thing. That was next door.
Oh, shit. Yeah, fair enough.
They had no t-shirts there. They had no t-shirts here. There ain't no merch. You can't buy nothing.
There's no merch. You can't buy merch. Try to buy merch. They won't sell it to you. No merch. Get the hell out of here.
Well, the October fucking explosion you were watching. Sarita beat Angelina Love, and Eric Young, Orlando Jordan beat Rob Terry and Suicide.
Yeah, I had to leave halfway through. I went and rode the Incredible Hulk ride at Universal.
He went to Olive Garden.
Anything else in the world?
Well, there you go. That was
Wrestling
TNA.
Happens here. Deadlock.
TNA October 7,
Did we mention the
27.
10-10-10 thing?
2010.
What happened for it? Or do we not?
I mean,
Okay, guys. 10-10-10 is The Rock showed up in the impact zone.
Oh, my.
He took over the company.
Chris Jericho did, actually.
I guess
he was
people,
there too.
maybe some people don't know what it ended up being, so we can talk about it for a second. 10-10-10 ended up being Jeff Hardy turning heel and joining Jeff Jarrett, Abyss, Hulk Hogan, and Eric Bischoff. And their group name was Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett was in there here.
I thought I said Jeff Jarrett.
My bad. Just making sure. Making sure you don't sleep on the kingdom. You don't sleep on the kingdom.
James's fist is balling. You better fucking say Jeff Jarrett.
Don't sleep on the kingdom. Listen.
Guy.
I got you, bro. Don't worry.
No, I know,
what were they called? Were they immortal?
They're there is what they were called. But
No.
Immortal, right? Yeah.
Yes, it was immortal. By the way, the Jeff Hardy heel turn doesn't really go anywhere because Jeff gets popped immediately and he's fucking done.
Yeah.
I remember it was cool. It was cool.
I remember liking it though. It was cool.
Yeah, he had the
Purple.
belt, which
He was smoking
really
in the
good,
impact zone. It was actually
awesome.
I guess financially, maybe. I mean, Jeff was getting the easiest, biggest pops of the whole show.
Yeah,
so turning Jeff heel in a time where they weren't making a lot of money was interesting. But creatively,
silly, yeah.
That's the worst.
It was fun.
Ever.
Yeah, creatively, it's not like it was a cool idea, but it just didn't go anywhere.
So that is what the Abyss They was about, by the way. It was Hogan and Bischoff.
It's like they're coming. You gotta watch out for them. They're here.
Yeah. They're here, and they hold up a sign that says "They're here" at the end of the show, and it's the wrong "there."
THERRE. They're here.
Yeah, and that
Jeff Hardy makes the belt with his face on it.
Yeah, and he wears the purple shirt and the purple tie, and
he's got another
awesome.
theme song too.
Another me.
I like that song though.
Yeah, me too, man. Fuck yeah, that's cool.
Wrestling happens here, baby. TNA.
Absolutely, and that was TNA Impact.